this is how you get, or this is how you water down shit so it don't be watered down. You fucking get whatever it is you trying to get, then you use it the way you know to use it. Then you check to see if you're using it correctly. That's not watering it down, but you're getting the chance to use it and make mistakes if you're going to make some mistakes. And it clarifies you, whereas watering shit down makes you avoid making mistakes.
You wanna end yourselves. You're depressed, you're sad, you're lonely, and then here's the key of their drug they laying on you. What do you always say? How do I get my girl back? How do I get the relationship back? You don't want her back. You want the feeling she gave you because you couldn't give it to yourself. And that's why all these things are going wrong with a lot of you guys, based off the fact that y'all ain't learning the motherfucking game the way you should be.
You learn so much at SW. For instance, we cover things like timing and flow. Without those two things clicking, you will never catch that woman you after. Timing has to do with how fast or how slow your conversation is coming out your mouth. And flow has to do with how you phrase your statements, so the words will flow clearly from your mouth. It's imperative that you have a spiel that introduces or brings the conversation in.
Regardless of what the woman says, or what, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, because he sees himself as a prize. And gentlemen, if you don't see yourself as a prize, you will always run behind women. You will always run behind pussy. It's just a rule of the game, dog. It's just how it is. But what I'm saying to all you guys out there that's important, guys, again, is that the thing is that you have to have some kind of a composure in yourself and a belief in yourself that most of you guys just don't have. The man, or what I tell you, the villain, the guy that gets the woman to want to fuck him and want to be with him, he understands that the real allure and magnetism, again, is not trying to bombard somebody, as I was telling you guys before. It is all about the element of his appeal that he has and holds to himself.
You can if you want to, but I wouldn't just start hitting on the bitch. No, I got 4 or 5 things of interest to me that I'm gonna say to her, and her interest with these things is gonna tell me if I should talk to this bitch or not. I got a plan for everything. I have a plan for everything. So if you don't, you better get with it. You gotta have these initial lines, and you gotta be able to spin them smoothly. I teach my students to expect to win. In anything you're doing, expect to goddamn win. If it's about eating breakfast with some partners, still, I ain't trying to be the first one to finish, but I'm expecting to win at that. I don't really know anything that I would do that I wouldn't expect to win. And I always do, because I'm expecting no more than what I can do.
Your reality versus the reality we're trying to put you into are worlds apart. Okay? There is no failure in my world. I keep telling you, y'all don't fail. You never fail in your new reality. But when you have an expectation of pussy and you don't get what you want, you see it as a failure because you labeled it as failing.
Kicking game with Rosebud Dean on the scene, breaking down the play, learning what it means. Picking up women, got the scheme locked in. Macking so hard, got your head in a spin. Rolling in the whip, bass thumping real hot. 808 bumping, every line's a plot. Teaching all the moves, slick talk, straight facts. Confidence so high, ain't no looking back. Game tight, never fumble, understand. Mental playbook, always got the upper hand. Picking up smooth talk, know the plan. King of the scene, no one else can. Mic checking, Dean preaching from the stage. Rosebud smooth, charisma never age. Trap the bass, hearts race, every bar's a sage. Breaking down the code, living in the mage.
That ain't wrong. What's going on, bud? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. How about you?
As always, man. I put that thing in for you.
You did. You put what?
That photo, the duck and the.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to explain that to people, but anyway, guys, we're here to talk about mindset matters more than luck and achieving success. Here with my dog Bud. Guys, if you have a question, go ahead and put a Q. And the lines are open. But Bud, let's get into it, man. What say you on that information?
Well, man, last week we talked about, winning and it being a mindset. This week we talking about being a winner as far as in life. And it's really simple to do, because winning in life isn't about luck. It's just not about luck. It's about the things you do to assure your direction that you're going in. It's about your mindset. It's about your habits and the things you do consistently. These are like the key strategies that's going to help you achieve success in any area you in, man. And that's kind of what we talking about today.
Okay, well, guys, if you have a question, go ahead and put a Q. We're here to chop it up. So what would you say is some of the people's problems that they're having today when it comes to trying to get this success?
Well, they have no plan. They just want success. If success was left up to the average person, you wouldn't have to plan anything. All you would have to do is be lucky enough to step on this particular 4-leaf clover, and you'll be successful. But that's not how success works. Success works when you know something about your goals that you want in life, and you start trying to achieve them. Like you wanted to be a real doggone motherfucker that had not a content creator, but you know what I'm saying. You want to have a real podcast, and people with the wrong mindset, they want to have a podcast too because they see it's popular, but they don't know nothing about the work that it takes to have that successful podcast. So little things that they even be seeing you and I do, they need to adapt.
Well, yeah, well, even when you look at that, with success, people think the success is something that you can just stop doing. You know what I mean? Like put down. There are no people don't understand when you have your own business, bud, that you have and you've always had, even on the streets, that it's a 25-hour a day thing. It's no breaks. Is you really don't get any breaks, man.
You don't get any breaks, and the good part about that is you don't really want any breaks.
Right.
Your mind has has believed in yourself, which is your first thing. That's the first thing you got to do, is believe in yourself, believe in what you want, and you develop that mindset over years and years of doing the same thing consistently, and that mindset is what really creates your success. Confidence is the foundation of success, but you have to have the right mindset. You gotta. It's called a growth mindset.
Mm-hmm.
A growth mindset is something that you have, and you always think of something that's going to help you get more closer to your goals in life. And that's all you think about mostly, like you do, Dean.
Yeah, well, let me ask you a question before I say when did you start to incorporate this? What was your story of your connection to what you're saying right there? What was your story on that?
Well, I always have to go back to them streets, man.
Yeah,
When when I was, out there
out there.
initially,
Yes.
I just wanted everything. I mean, I wanted everything I seen.
Yeah.
I turned out I had me a '65 Cadillac. This was in like '71,
Yes.
and I thought I was cool, which I was cool, but I didn't think I was it. And the more I seen my caddy, and I would see these up to date newer caddies, I would just be jealous and I would want it. And then I realized, man, because you know, uh, who was it? I think it was Fudgy.
He said fudgy.
Yeah, I think it was Fudgy told me. He said, "Man, hey, if you gonna want something, bro, you gotta go get it. Otherwise, you just dreaming." And that stuck with me, and that's what really made me develop this mindset I have.
Yeah, I was thinking for me, I wanted to. Well, I didn't know what the game was. You know what I mean? But I saw it from the outside in. I didn't see, but I saw the results of what game can do for me,
Yeah,
and I wanted that, and I knew in order to have it, ego, self importance, I had to clear the slate, be an open cup, shut the fuck up, and not question the mentor just to soak up the information. I wanted it. You know what I mean? I wanted it more than ever because it's like, wow, like you say, you see it. See, like some people see it and they want it, they do nothing about it. But I saw it and I wanted it, man. I wanted to, but the thing is once you want it and you cross over into that threshold, it's a whole different interpretation of what you've got to learn. It's not what you think. See, people, you go in thinking it's going to be one thing, but when you get up and learn from somebody, it's totally different.
yeah. See, the thing about that is what you want at first.
Mm.
It's just something that anybody would want. Success, as far as
Yes.
clothes, cars, money. Anybody would want that. But see, the thing about a person that really wants some game, once he make his mind up that he want it, he don't want it no more. He's going to get it.
Get
He
it.
go get it,
Yeah.
and he try to get it in everything he does. He does not sit up and say, "Man, this game gonna come to me," and blah blah blah. No, man, I'm finna go get this game, man. I know it's a game out there that's gonna show me what I need to know, and that attitude is what actually gets you the game. And having that attitude is what actually helps you apply what game you have to your life.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because at that point, you're not like you're saying, the people see failures as failure, but they don't understand it's the greatest teacher. It's the greatest. And again, you've always talked about it. There are no defeats. I don't. I guess a defeatist mindset always sees things as defeat. But what I'm saying is that how do you like? Well, we have a question, but we're real quick. And guys, I got a question. Put a Q as well. And we'll be happy to answer your question. This gentleman has a question right here, but give me a second. Let me pull up his question. He's asking how to validate and believe in your own thoughts and interpretations by yourself.
Well, the thing about that is, as long as you use a question like that to ask, and it has that word or some similar to validating,
Mm,
and you're asking about how to validate. See, you ain't got no fucking game, man, because
mm.
that's what we was just saying. You have to believe in yourself, and you can't look for somebody to validate what you're doing. It has to be validated by you doing it in the presence of other people, the way they accept it is your validation. See, people think that they're gonna say, "Yeah, man, that's the correct thing to do." That's not validating you. The validation is when you do whatever the hell you thinking and don't nobody say nothing. They just compliment what you did. Now that's validation. And you might do whatever you did. Let's say this dude come up with your broad, and instead of you tripping, blah blah blah, you buy a drink. Now you might hear about that shit 5 weeks later. And people still talking about it, and you really didn't think about it to do it, and for somebody to talk about it. You did it because you knew or thought this was the right thing to do. And that's where you validated that, because them motherfuckers still talking about what you did 5 weeks ago, meaning it was a big thing to them.
Yeah, I would ask him, what is his why behind the question? Because I think a lot of these guys ask questions, but at the tail end, this is all about getting some women.
Well, Dean, what I'm saying is, if you think about that, if you look at that question he's asking, how to validate and believe in your own thoughts. He's really asking, how do I validate and believe in my own thoughts? Right there, he don't believe in his own thoughts because he's asking how.
Right. Yeah. Well, this is why I disagree, Bud. He believes in his thoughts. He believes in fear. He believes in failure. He believes in so he believes. He just believes in the wrong thing. He believes. Well,
yeah. Now, see, you talk. This is what's important. The correct belief. You got to do the right things. You can't just believe in. Hey, he said believe in yourself, and I'm gonna believe in myself. And you start believing all the crazy shit you do is the right shit to do. You can't be that way. You have to be another way, which is, you have to accept that you are the only one that can actually validate yourself.
Right.
You can't. You can be. Someone can say, "Man, yeah, I agree with that," and you still won't think that's validated unless you think highly of this person saying that.
Well, okay. So, Martin, here's the thing, Martin. Okay, you're quick to correct me, but you're not quick to call in. That's what I don't understand. It's like, see, this is why I don't believe you want to validate, and I don't believe you believe in your own thoughts. Okay, Martin, if we flipped the world around and you were on a show with Rosebud and I was you, and I asked this question right here, the thing in me would say, okay, well, these guys are going to keep on interpreting what I'm thinking. So, like a man would do, I will call in to give correction, because what you guys understand, you want us to actually understand what it is you're saying. And if we're trying to figure out what you're saying, then you're going to keep cutting it. No, that's not what it means, Steve. And that's not what it means, John. But then you really don't want to know. But this is the biggest, and I won't even say the problem. It's their biggest solution, in my opinion. You don't want validation. You don't want to believe in your own thoughts, because a person that wanted to learn more, Bud, is going to take the next step, Bud, and say, well, I'm going to go into the lines then. I'm going to call these motherfuckers up to have what? Dialogue, for more understanding, to be able to see where you're coming from. But I don't believe that this guy wants to. Oh my God.
Dean, you're right in what you're saying, but you kind of saying it a little not the best way. See, what they actually don't realize is that you are supposed to want something for maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and the rest of your time is spent getting it, obtaining it, doing whatever the hell you need to do to make sure that is part of you. And what this guy that's asking the question, his trip is that all he want is want. He want it. He don't want the responsibility of getting it.
Right. We have a call.
See, okay. You fucking accept the responsibility of getting it as you say you want it. because that's how fast we think. We just think. Not me and you. I'm talking about people. People think fast, but they don't move. And what we have on them that's very visible is that we move toward our goals once we make them our goals. We don't wait for our goals. We race to our goals.
All right. Well, we have a call 646. What's your name and what's your question, sir?
Peace. This is ML. I live in New York City, and I'm 40 years old, and I have a question in regards to relationships. I have a
Sure.
beautiful Dominican woman. She's half my age. She's 24, and I have the urge to. I've always had the urge to just grab a professional woman, and I'm meaning that there's a beautiful woman who I want as just a side piece. And I don't know how to go about
Okay, sir.
getting her.
Okay, sir. You can't get her even if you pay for it because of the way you talking right now.
Dean, say that shit again. That brother he couldn't get shit.
Can't get shit. What are you talking about? I don't call it. Wait, big guy.
It's too much.
Why are you giggling like a girl? We're trying to have dialogue with you. I don't understand why you giggling like that. I'm saying that you say you want somebody and you can't get her?
No. I'm not saying.
No, he's not saying that. He's saying that he has always wanted a particular type of woman, but he
Correct.
never said anything about what he was going to get, what he was searching for as far as why he wanted her. I'm a 40-year-old man, and I got this beautiful half my age Dominican woman. Those things are important to him. What's not important is what the fuck he's asking.
Yeah.
What are you actually asking, bro? That's what he's saying. You can't even ask for whatever the fuck it is you want.
Yes, what is that you're asking, buddy? What is it?
I think that highlights exactly what my issue is. It's the approach.
What do you mean the approach on what?
Getting what I want.
What is it that you want?
There's in my mind, there's an ideal professional woman I just want to get. That's just how it goes.
Wait. It doesn't have. Wait. Let me get this straight.
Yeah, go ahead, Dean.
Let me get this straight. So you're telling me that you're basing everything off of her fucking profession and not her character and who the fuck she is just because
no.
she.
Of course, that's a
sir.
factor.
I'm only taking what you're saying. So if you want to reset and be more specific, because you guys act like we know what the fuck you're talking about. So why don't you be more specific in what it is you're saying? Because all I hear is a professional woman. That's all I hear you saying. So what is it that you are looking for? Again, let's try one more time.
I'm looking for a side piece. And the woman in particular that I'm talking about is at my job. And
Caller, how long have you been at your job? I need to stop right there. How long have you been at your job?
It's not the job.
Sir, I'm asking, sir, I'm getting to a point real quick, please. How long have you been at your job?
Less than 3 months.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. You're 40 years old. So do you feel that your job is important? Or do you feel? Of
course, I understand.
No, you don't understand because you're 40 years old and before I ask, because I always got to ask you guys, do you have a handicap or mental disability? Because if you do, I don't want to be mean to you. Are you sure? Do you have one? Yes or no?
If that's in regards to my insecurity, then yes.
No, I'm saying regards into your fucking job and sexual fucking harassment. Leave these bitches. See this?
Hey, Dean, let me calm down, Dean, because you're gonna chop his head off, bro.
But it doesn't matter if you're a pimp, right? It doesn't matter.
It does not matter if you're a pimp, man. Who said something about pimping? You said that. You brought that into the mix. This is about being a man, and being a man is what you're not doing. You are not confident. So instead of you having this woman make whatever happiness available for you, you wanting this woman to make you. She's going to complete you. You're not shit without her. That's why you can't describe her, because you don't know who she is, you don't know where she is, you don't know when she's gonna be where she's gonna be. That's why you can't find her, and you won't accept it. You got to man up and be ready. You're
Yeah,
not ready.
Yeah, but Bud, check it out. The thing is that he just admitted he has insecurity. So, caller, please understand this. An insecure person is more effeminate, okay? But when you go up to a woman being who you are at the job, it's not going to come off as suave and smooth. It's going to come off as weird and creepy to a point where that woman is probably going to go to human resources and say that there's this 40-year-old creep that keeps staring at me, bothering me, and approaching me. And all I'm trying to do is my job. But yet I can't do my job.
I've done nothing of the sort.
But
I'm calling you in regard to
I
me.
know, yeah, but buddy, I'm trying to help you to see the big picture here that you don't understand. You are insecure, you're emotional, and you're effeminate. And if you're going to go up to a woman and walk up to a woman at her job and try to move to say, I want you as a side piece, you have there is a chance. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but you got to think. Do you want that kind of drama of a woman going to HR and saying there's a guy that's at the job harassing me?
It's not absolute because I haven't done it.
Sir,
wait.
I know it's not. I know it's not absolute because you haven't done it. But it's the game is about thinking. Thinking. You're 40 years old. You say you want a side piece, and I'm trying to get you to connect the dot.
Side piece. Wait a minute. Side piece. Did you say you want a side piece?
That's what he said, bud.
I didn't hear that, but I mean, he might have said. I ain't saying he didn't.
He said side piece. What I'm saying is, he's thinking about doing it at a woman at his job.
Yeah, but do he know what a side piece is?
What is a side piece, caller?
That's a good question.
So then, how are you asking for something you don't even know the definition of, dog? Can you please explain that?
That's what you guys are highlighting. That's what you're here for, to inform me, so that I can then evaluate it.
And caller.
I'm not going to do that.
Caller, we are here for you, but you got to be here for you too. You are not here for you. You here for whatever reason other than you. If it was about you, if it was about you, you would be quiet and listen. See, you're trying to tell us about you. You're trying to tell us whatever is good about your thoughts. You can't. You can only show it. And you're showing your thoughts ain't shit because you don't think them through. All you do is want something. You don't take upon the responsibility of getting it. You just want it.
Isn't that what this life is about?
Sir.
What you want?
Sir, okay, just because you want, okay, caller, I try to slow it down and explain to you, okay, and I don't know why you keep giggling like a girl. I don't understand. You're 40 years old. Can you?
I'm not a girl. I'm giggling like a man.
No, you're not.
No, hey, did you hear what she just said? You're giggling like a man. A man don't even giggle.
No, men don't giggle, dog. What the fuck is this giggling shit? I'm having a conversation with you, and this is what I'm talking about. This is why women are not going to fuck with you, because there's something effeminate and off with you. I am telling you, you are going to be seen as a weird, creepy person because that fucking giggle you have, you think is all manly. They're going to see that's bitch made. And like, what kind of a fucking grown-ass man giggles like me and acts like I want to deal with him? And you don't even see it. You don't even see what you're doing. You're giggling like a girl. And I haven't said anything funny for you to even giggle about. I'm being serious with you. Why do you keep giggling?
Because he knows the truth, Dean, and the truth is what we saying.
That doesn't make any sense, buddy. Do you see what we're saying, young man?
I hear you.
When what I'm saying is, again, I'm saying you have insecurities. You want a side piece. That means you want some side pussy, yes?
Correct.
So I'm going to ask you this two simple questions. What is 1 + 1?
2.
Good. You answer that in 1.5 seconds. Now, what makes you think that you can manage more than one woman when you are in fucking secure and you are not manly. So what makes you think you can manage two women when you probably can't even manage the one you've got?
Dean, that's what I'm saying. He never mentioned having a woman.
He says he has one half his age,
I
I
did.
guess. He
I
said
did.
he had
Oh,
one.
yes, you did. But I thought that was the side piece.
No, that's the one he has, but he wants a side piece other than the one that he's with.
Wow. Let me
Right.
tell you,
We're all learning.
I misheard him.
I appreciate your time.
Sir, when you were not learning, you're not learning because you're not okay. You're 40 years old and you can't even articulate yourself. And you're 40. You're 40.
I have. I just did.
Okay, I'm asking you, why do you want to?
You told me that I'm giggling. That's a highlight, and that I need to approach this with confidence, without the giggles and the bullshit.
Wait, caller. Do you think I can just say you could just be a doctor today, and you just say, okay, I can be a doctor today? Is that, you think that's how it works?
But
you think it works?
But you can call me effeminate. Absolutely.
Okay, wait. Well, big dog. Do you understand you're calling two masculine ass men? Do you understand that? And do you think masculine ass men giggle like fucking women? I'm just asking a simple question. Do you think masculine?
You check me. Check me.
Right. Well, I'm just telling you your truth. I'm saying that you've done it twice. You know what that tells me? You do it all the time and you don't even realize.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he doesn't even realize.
Correct.
It. Right. And that's what I'm saying. So when you get around a woman, you're going to start giggling like a woman. And she's going to see that that's weird. That's why you're not going to be able to get a side chick, because there's something off in you. There's something broken in you. There's something effeminate in you. And there's something that you need help with. But you don't need a side chick. You need to find the whole you.
Yeah, that's what you need. Hey, bro, what is really curious to me is you said this woman is half your age, 24. You said she's Dominican. You said a whole bunch of plus, but you said you want a side piece. What is this woman that you have not delivering for you?
She has, but
I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that, bro. I asked you, what is she not delivering for you?
It's just my desire to have another woman. That's it.
Oh my God.
Hey, listen, brother, and understand this. If you had a desire to have another woman, you would go get one.
But you don't.
You don't have a desire to have another woman. You want to be like you want to be like what you think, I guess, some other guy is like.
Well, you know,
he has more than one woman.
It's a moral question.
No, it's not moral.
It really is a moral.
No, it's not a moral question. The thing is like this. Okay, listen, this is what you got to understand. Everybody can't sit at the winner's table. And some people got to realize that I need to just stick with what I have, because I get it. Some of you guys want shit that you can't handle. And that's what I don't think you understand. You're not built to have more than one woman. You can fantasize about it, but if you're honest with yourself, you're not built to have one. Because like Bud said, if you were that motherfucker, you would already have one.
Or you would already know the way to have them is go get them.
Right. So why don't you go get one? Why? Why don't you go get one? No, right is not the answer. I'm asking you a simple question. You're 40 years old.
You laid it out and you said it straight. And that's something I have to iron out. You're right.
Well,
You're right.
No, it's not an iron out, but you make a statement. You want a side chick, but yet you ain't moving to get one. So we're just asking you why don't you go get one?
It was an underlining question I had.
Okay.
And
all right, okay, watch this, bud.
Hey, listen, bro, stop, man, stop. You are really running from the truth. You know, he asked you what he asked you, and he didn't ask you to explain what you were asking. He asked you something in particular. and you're running from it. And the way you run from it is to try to explain what you was doing previously. We passed that. He's asking you another question.
Yeah. How are we going to help you if we don't get to the core of your problem, which you won't go down to? So we just need to know your why. Why?
Because I deserve it.
Why do you feel that you deserve it?
Because I'm a god. Lowercase g.
Come on, dog.
Hey, but wait. If you was a god and you really believed you was a god, you wouldn't have said lowercase g, period. So what I'm saying, man, you ain't talking to no damn fools. You talking to people that's sharp as fuck.
And
now, I don't need to know you. I don't have to talk to you. I don't need to fucking be with you to see that you are running from what you obviously know, which you ain't shit. That's why you fucking said, I'm a god.
With a lowercase g. Yeah.
With a lowercase g. You know that's not a god.
But if he's a god with a lowercase g, then why the fuck are you asking that weak bitch ass question then, caller, if you're that person?
Now that's another question.
Please answer that one. Please enlighten us, because hey, bud, I've never been around a god with a lowercase g, so I'm fascinated to see why it is with your mightiness and your greatness and your holiness with a lower g. Why would you ask us pure mortals a simplified question if you're a god with a lowercase g, sir?
You all gods. But
No.
I'm
asking you a simple question. You see, the thing is that you keep lying to yourself.
Running from the question.
Running and lying by saying some shit to make yourself feel better when you know damn well people don't see you as a god, lowercase g.
And that moral shit you was talking is really fucked up, because how could you be moral and say you a god?
Exactly. So they see you as a weirdo, a capital ass W. So what are we talking about here, big dog?
Why ask the question?
But why are you asking the question? Okay, sir. Okay, listen. I'm just trying to get to the core of why you asked the question, because there's something that happened to make you reach out and ask the question. We're just trying to get to that, because until we can understand that about you, we won't be able to help you, because you won't help your fucking self. Please, you're not 5 years old. You didn't spill your milk. You're 40 years old. There is a reason why you called in. So talk. Just explain yourself.
From what I just said, I was curious to know what it would be like to be in the player's mind and get a side piece. And that was my question.
But you never said that. And if you would have said that, we would have told you, you got to be a player.
You got to be a player to get you to play. Damn, fuck you, bud. That's what the same thing. Dinak nicht tagnat, dinak nicht doch. Caller.
Yeah.
Listen, I want you to think this through. For me to be a doctor, don't I have to have the mentality and the mindset of a doctor?
Yes, sir.
Right. So how can you even have the nerve to say I want the player's mindset when there is not a play in your motherfucking bone, brother?
He ain't got a player's bone in his body.
I don't believe in absolutes. I don't believe in absolutes.
Wait, you don't want to hear the truth? Wait, what is so player about you? Tell us what's so player about you.
Yeah, tell us that.
Please.
I don't have to explain myself to you.
We didn't say explain what a player is. We said tell us what's so player about you.
I'm learning from y'all.
But you are not learning from us.
Because you saying that stupid shit. If you was learning from us, you would stop saying that shit.
That's crazy to me, dog. You're not learning anything, dog. You haven't learned anything.
I would venture to say you have one, maybe two friends, dudes. And I would venture to say you don't say this shit to them, but this kind of shit comes up when you guys talk. And you fantasize when you talk to them. I would be willing to bet $100 to a nickel that that's you. Tell me I'm wrong.
50%.
Bro, you know I'm right. And what I'm saying is you don't have to have the ideas or the actual thoughts that I have. But if you making the action and the moves I'm talking about, regardless of how you explain it to yourself, we can look at you and tell you absolutely you ain't got no fucking game. Ain't no way in the world you should want to have two women. You couldn't even manage them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He can't with Bud because he can't manage himself.
Not only that, because he's a fucking liar.
And yeah, he manipulates himself thinking he got player in him and all this other stuff.
Yeah, he think he got player in him because he went and bought a certain shirt last week.
Oh, but Bud, we're talking to a God with the lowercase g. You know, so
I mean, hey, see, they say we mean sometimes, man. People ask for this shit. People, don't worry. They come on here and ask us to tell them the truth.
Hey, we're gonna get to you in a second, big guy. We'll get to you in a second, you crybaby bitch. You make sure not you, not you, caller. We're talking about the other person, somebody else. But what I'm saying is, dog, is that you're not built to get a side piece. You need to stay in your lane and try to find a good, wholesome woman and have your happily ever after. You're not built for this shit, dog.
He already got a good woman, he said.
Well, but I would tell him, Bud, if I were you, I would do her a favor and let her go so she can actually find and be with a man. I think you're actually doing that woman a disservice, dude. I think you should let her go because you're not doing anything.
That sounds cute, but that's not real. That's not reality. That's not my reality.
Well, your reality is you're not man enough to get a side piece, so you ain't even man enough to control the bitch you got right now. So what are you talking about, dog?
I question about getting one. I never said that I was.
So why?
And I came to you, the quote unquote players, to get advice.
The advice is therapy and let your woman go. That'd be the best advice for you. Therapy and let that woman go because you're not that guy, man. And realize one day she's going to wake up and realize you're not the guy that you think you are.
And see, this is what's wrong with these guys like him, man. They're used to talking to fraudulent motherfuckers, having podcasts, giving them advice. And since they could talk and make all these points with these guys, and these guys will be nice enough to talk to them about it, they think they're in the mix. If you out there in the streets are dealing with anybody real and you say some sucker shit, they're going to call you a sucker. They're going to try to explain to you or go for what the fuck you saying. They're going to tell you to take your sucker ass away from here.
But you don't challenge yourself, though. You don't challenge yourself.
That's not true.
How do you challenge yourself? What challenge have you given yourself in the past month?
How are you challenging yourself?
By being vulnerable enough to ask y'all niggas questions getting roasted.
Wait, stop. Wait, young man.
I'll go for that, man.
No, but I got it. Wait, young man. No, seriously. Say, let me ask you a question. Is it roasting or is it just telling you a truth that you're not ready to handle? Let's be honest.
Either one, Dean, is roasting.
I
say it's a highlight. That's a highlight.
Why is it roasting? Because you feel roasted. Right. Why do you feel roasted? Because we telling you the blunt truth without holding the punches. Why are we telling you the blunt truth without holding the punches? Because we are motherfuckers. We ain't letting no motherfucker come in here talking about he's a motherfucker and he ain't.
But he ain't. But I'm asking you, young man, why is it you feel? Okay, let me ask you a question. God with a lowercase g. Do you want us to lie to you, or do you want us to tell you the truth? That just start right there. Do you want us to lie to you or tell you the truth? What is it that you want?
I call for your truth.
Okay, so if we tell you the fucking truth, why are you getting offended as if we're being mean to you? When our honesty...
No. I'm not offended.
Well,
I'm listening.
Okay, where is this roasting coming from? You said roasted. I'm just using the words you use. Where are you getting roasted?
But roasting don't necessarily mean negative, man.
You expose that little insecurity, and I see it. Like I said, I had to iron it out.
But roasting is something like we joking on him. You see what I'm saying? That's my interpretation. Maybe you can help me out. I thought when you say he's roasting me, that means that we're making fun of you and all this other shit and trying to belittle you and all that. So you don't mean that as roasting?
It's a bit hardcore. I'll say that.
Roasting is telling a motherfucker some hard truth.
Right.
It can be funny and it can be done in a humorous way as far as the person that's doing the roasting. But roasting is when you telling a motherfucker some truth about themselves that they really can't face, but they're in the hot seat right now and their ass getting burnt.
Caller?
That's roasting. And that's right. We was roasting you, but you said something that was cool, and I agreed with it. And you said, we asked you something about how are you manning up or how are you showing something. And then you said, because I had the nerve to call up and ask you guys these questions and get roasted. That is a point in your favor, bro.
No, that's good. But what I'm saying is we're not the back. It's very important that when you call on the show, and we appreciate you calling into the show, it's just that we're noticing things that are going to harm and hamper you from getting anything that you want, because we're recognizing things in you that you don't even recognize, like your little giggling and stuff. And you have done it so many times that it's just something you do and you don't even realize you're doing it. But then you don't even realize why women look at you weird. Probably women are going to look at you crazy doing that shit, dog. You got to find a way to stop that shit. You cannot.
Hey, think of this, bro. What is the title of this show? Do you know?
Rosebud?
No, hell no. No, I don't mean the title of this podcast. I'm talking about this particular show. It's strategies to win in life.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, think about that title and tell me that shit you talking about is a strategy to win.
You're right, and I appreciate both of you.
So you're saying you see that it's not a strategy to win?
Yeah, you've highlighted it already. I'm clear now.
And see, you're not a god with a lowercase g. Can you please stop saying that too, please?
Okay, I'm fighting it, but you're right.
Well, it's not about right or wrong. It's about what it is. You're not okay. This one.
Hey, bro, you snickering still. So what are we right about?
Dog, you know that, Bud. You know what I'm noticing? When you hold the mirror to his face and he can't handle it, he giggles. I'm starting to notice that. I'm starting to notice his patterns. His giggling is it's not right. It's just that we game the fuck up and you're not. So if we can notice it, we're saying
in that area, yes,
women are going to notice it, brother.
What area are you gamed up in that we not?
This is not a show and tell. This is just.
Hey, bro, see how scary you are. See how you run. Hey, man, I'm so sharp when it comes to women, and you not. I'm so sharp when it comes to representing myself, and you not. I'm so goddamn cool with my conversation. I got words for everything. You can't ask me shit that I can't answer. And when I answer, it's gonna be right. So what I'm saying, bro, you can't talk, you can't think. There's nothing you can do to show you qualified to even think highly of yourself, even if you're a good whatever you do for a living.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. You see,
what do you do for a living?
Yeah, what is it that you do for a living, buddy?
I'm not going to disclose that.
Okay, call.
Hey, listen to him. See, anything to tell you about him, he's scared to mention because he's scary.
No,
your boss listening?
I laid out the question.
Hey, your boss listening, bro? Any of your coworkers listening?
Caller, we didn't
ask. Is anybody listening that can do you harm at your job?
Caller, we didn't ask a specific building. We didn't ask for an address, and we didn't ask for the company name. We're saying that please understand what you do. You're not the only person in the world doing it. We're asking you a simple question, and you can't even give a simple answer. And that's where your problem.
I'm aware that I asked the question, you answered it.
No, we're answering it. See, that's what you're saying. You want a one answer. And that's why
Yes.
we're talking with this game. It's multitudes and layers.
That feel.
Yeah. You want that one quick answer. We're trying to
No,
dissect this.
no. You gave me varying degrees of my character and my approach, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna say that repeatedly. But
I think
this
you're
point-
just being nice when you say you appreciate it. I don't believe that you believe any of the shit that we saying. I believe you think we're wrong as two left shoes, and you have
I
your
need to
point.
digest this shit. I need to digest this shit. That's the real.
No, you can't swallow what we putting down, dog. This ain't, you can't. What I'm saying is this is above your pay grade, dog. You ain't built for it. You just listen. You doing it? Okay, look, dog. You're doing it again. See, dog.
You can cut jokes, man, and you hilarious. It's what it is.
Hey, man, if you take what he's saying as a joke, you're hilarious.
That is crazy because I'm not joking. You coming here as a serious question? We're trying to be honest with you, but all right, but we'll let you go, big dog, because we don't want to waste your time, man. Okay. Thank you for the call. All right, guys, lines are open. Let's get to this right here. This gentleman says, and Bud, and I quote, "I think the way y'all are talking, you teach your viewers to hate women. I think it's bad to teach youngsters that."
Wait. What did we say just now that was about women? hey, Locust, whatever your goddamn name is, call in and tell us what we said that was about women. Dean, I don't even think we might have mentioned women.
Right. This is what I'm talking about. Please tell us. Tell us. I don't understand.
Hey, Dean, unless he was saying that caller was a woman.
No, I don't. What have we said that pushes you to hate women? When that guy is okay, Bud, you know what I think it is? This guy resonates with the caller.
Yeah.
So when we're breaking the caller down, we're breaking him down because he knows that he's a weird, creepy person, right? He knows that. But where is this hate women at? When we don't teach hate. Hey, Bud, when do we hate women?
Hey, what we teach about women is that don't be stupid for them. You can love them. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do with them, long as it's legal. But don't be stupid. It's legal to be stupid for women, but we talk against that. But other than that, a woman gets her fair, just deserved from me, whatever that is. I'm not afraid, and I'm not sometimey. I'm doing it all the time. If you're saying some shit to me that's not proper, or your voice has got the wrong tone, I'm gonna do like I did yesterday. Hey, Dean, now check it out. I went and bought this shit because this bitch came over to cook. Now,
what did you buy?
It was a brisket and some baked beans, some other shit, man. But anyway, the bitch put the shit on, and it's about an hour later, and we talking about some shit, and then the bitch started raising her voice and shit. And oh, you know what? I was writing another one of these. What we gonna talk about, and that's and it's when is enough.
Right.
So
that'll be next.
Let me tell you, man. I'm writing this shit about when enough is enough, and everything I'm writing, I'm experiencing right now in my house. Hey, Dean, you know what I did? I stopped writing and got up and said, "Get up, let's go." And the bitch she say, "Huh? I'm cooking." I said, "You can take that shit with you. Let's go." Hey. And she get up and start trying messing around in the kitchen, acting like she's doing something. I said, "Look, motherfucker, leave that shit and let's go." And we left. I took that bitch home. Man, I ain't thinking about her motherfucking talk. And she talking about, "You so mean." I ain't mean, bitch. I ain't going through no shit in my fucking house. some bitch shit. Now if that's being mean, that's being mean. But what I'm saying is I'm very conceited and I'm very selfish.
Hey, I bet that brisket tasted that much better when you got home to eat it, huh?
When I got home, D, listen to me, man. You ain't gonna believe this. When I got home and ate some of that brisket, I text that bitch. Damn, I hate you missing this shit. It really is good as you said. Hey, fuck you, John Dixon. You a mean, evil old man. Yeah, okay. I sleep good though.
Hey, then you just said, "Oh, I forgot to tell you." Now serving.
I didn't tell him, but I saw Sinner. I might text that to that bitch. I might text that to her now. Hey, Dean, I might text that now. Now serving number 2 at John Dixon's house. Yeah, man. Hey, but we don't teach negative shit as far as being negative to women.
No, not at all. Not at all. We're not mean people, man. Hey, Bud. Hey, how old was this one, Bud? How old was this one?
Hey, this one was like 59 or something.
Okay, all right, okay, all right, yeah. So it's about 20 years. Well, still 20, roughly 20. So hey, I'm doing the math too. Hey, look, hey, don't worry. When I'm your age, I'm gonna have some 50s.
Hey, man. When you get my age, man, it's all good.
It's all right.
It's all good.
It's all good. We have another question right here. This gentleman said, "How do I get my main girl cool with me having a side chick? I tried hearing her mouth about me dealing with other women." Oh my God.
Hey, the thing about I'll never understand is what makes these motherfuckers think they can let their woman know they have a side piece or they want a side piece. What I'm saying is, if you want a side piece, you better be able to go get her and have that bitch hid for a while. Because if you can't hide a bitch, how the fuck you gonna have one in their face? Shit.
Yeah. You're not. He's not built for that. He's not built.
To ask that question, he's not built for it.
But wait a second. Wait. How do we come off? I love this, guys. Okay. Our advice is telling you to be a man. How is it that we come off as women haters? Tell us about our advice that we teach you guys to hate women. Tell us. I like to hear that. This is amazing. This is and gentlemen, this is what we're talking about, because gentlemen, this is what we're talking about, success. This goes right back into the success, right? This message right here, but what he's saying. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See,
hey, his strategy is not to accept the truth.
He doesn't want to.
His strategy is to place blame on shit, because he's not gonna call in and say what we actually said that's promoting anything negative about women.
So what is negative? So Bud got the brisket, Bud got the beans, Bud was working, and that motherfucking one was out of order. So what? Did you want Bud to crawl, get on his knees and apologize to her and say, excuse me, miss, do you mind, or can you please not treat me bad? Is that what you wanted to say? I would love to know what you wanted him to say, man. This is crazy.
And the thing about it, Dean, is they will allow a woman to disrespect them in their house and not think nothing of it. Mm-hmm. I can't do that. I told that bitch, look, I lower your motherfucking voice. And then when she kept yelling, I raised my voice. And then I realized I've been here 3 years and they ain't never heard my voice, my neighbors. This crazy motherfucker up in my house about to get me some problems if I continue with this. And I told that bitch, get your shit, let's go.
She said, and what did she say? You're so mean. You're such a mean person.
You're so mean, John Dixon. You're gonna be old and alone. I say I sure am if it's about a motherfucking bitch like you. I'm not finna let no motherfucker come up in my house and disrespect me and then have dinner with her. Shit. Hey, she caught me off guard when she said she'll take the food. Cause I thought the bitch was gonna tell me she didn't want the food. I was go. But the bitch said, well, went in there and started trying to pack it up. I made something else up. And told that bitch, leave that shit and let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here right now.
Oh man,
you're so mean, John Dixon. You're just gonna be old and alone. I say I'm already old and alone. I'm old as fuck. You know I'm 73. Hey, nigga, and the bitch lived like 20 minutes from me. So maybe 10, a little more than 10 minutes into the ride, the bitch comes saying, because I'm quiet all the way. Hey, I'm straight quiet. And the bitch said, are you all right, John? Hey, you know what I said? I said, I'm fine and dandy. I'm just taking your motherfucking ass home. You're so mean, motherfucker. Yeah, okay, bye. And that's what I did. When I got pulled up by our crib, I popped the locks before the car stopped. I popped the locks before the car stopped and said, all right, see you later. I should have said, hey, I should have popped the locks and said, now, sir. Hey, you can't tell us we hate women.
Nah, you can't.
How the fuck you gonna tell us?
How the fuck you gonna tell us we hate women, man? We sure
can't tell us that, man.
Oh man, bud. Oh my God.
We love women, man. Hey, let's go. Let's go a little further, man.
Yeah, let's keep going, guys.
See, the caller that just got off.
Yes.
See, he need to hear this. He does not have clear goals, and he does not take action on what he think. See, a lot of motherfuckers never see their goals.
Yes.
Because they don't take action,
right?
Or their goals are not clear.
Oh,
you got to define success. Right. You got to define career. You got to define relationships. You got to define healthy. You got to define finances. And what I'm saying is, I mentioned that many things, and that's not even 1/10 of the things you have to define, because you have to define things you have desire for in your life, or else you just, I want something. And so you just riding around wanting it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The reason why you haven't, we always tell you guys, is because you have your principles, values, and rules locked in. I mean, you live by these things. And the key is those things are non-negotiable. You see what I'm saying?
They are non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. And that means your success is through the non-negotiables, because the code that you live by is your compass that is always going to lead you forward. You're never swaying to the right or to the left. Regardless of what happens in front of you, you're always going to go forward. And that is the success that we're trying to teach these young men, bud.
Hey, see, another thing, you got to take your big goals and you got to break them into small ones. Now, when you not initially started, but when you started and was being successful in this podcast and figured you wanted to keep doing it, see, you said you wanted to live on the hill. I want to have something that is like, my mansion. Mm-hmm. But you didn't do that shit all at once. You start making money, then you got your family straight, the family life straight. Then you might have bought that brand new fucking truck you bought. and then you might have bought that big old house. But all the time you live in luxurious. But now you on the hill, and that's where you wanted to be X amount of years ago. You couldn't get there in 1 year, but you never gave up, and you made it to where you can acquire certain things to show you progress to where you will be satisfied until you actually got that key, and now you do.
Well, you know, but to me, my success was in my discipline because I had to cut the corners of even eating, bud. But I was a bud. I would go to the grocery store, ramen noodles. I love Fruity Pebbles or Rice Krispies. I don't know. It's more like Fruity Pebbles, you know. And I can't do it. I'm lactose intolerant. You know, eat cereal, and then TV dinners, Hungry Man. That's all I could. That's all I could afford because I had to.
That was when it was coming up, right?
Right. But I had to discipline.
Yeah, but no, Dean, no, I ain't talking about then. I'm talking about once you was making money doing something you wanted to do.
Yes.
I'm saying at that point you start dreaming. You probably was dreaming before, but I'm talking about once you're making money and you see how you're gonna pay for shit, or at least you see how you want to pay for shit. You broke that down. And you start making a little money, getting your shit together. Might have got an apartment, you ain't buying top no more. Right. That kind of shit. And then now you got that together. You get your little girlfriend, blah blah blah. You know, and slowly but surely you climbing that ladder to that hill.
Yes, and like you're saying, I never at any point try to overwhelm myself, and I think that's a lot of a big problem.
Because they want to do it all at once.
Right, that's what. Yeah, they don't want to, like you're saying, they don't want to break it up into little pieces.
Trying to do it all at once is overwhelming. You see, this motherfucker can't have bitches, and he talking about having a side piece.
Yeah, right. Hey, it won't make him a brisket. It won't make him a brisket at all.
Shit, man. Hey, okay, so like them small actionable steps. That's how you can track your progress.
Yes,
and you just don't want to overwhelm yourself. Basically, is what we're saying.
Yes, absolutely.
And you got to do something every day. Towards whatever your goals are. You got to do something every day. Small wins are the wins that's important because they're the ones that add up over time. And soon they'll become, you have to have a basis if you want your goddamn foundation to be strong. And these small wins are what forms your basis. And then after you have that basis, like, you started your business and started going, see that your basis is formed. Now the foundation is how you design it.
Yes.
And everything you did, I copied. Hey, I ain't ashamed to say it. Everything this motherfucker did and told me about, I copied. I've had a better time as far as being a podcaster and shit. I know much more about what I'm doing. Why? Because motherfucking winners hang with winners.
Winners hang with winners. And that's what we're saying. Guys, and if y'all have a question, please put a Q. The lines are open, gentlemen. We're here to talk about some of the things that might be hampering you. And if we can help you out to put you on the right pathway. We do have a phone call real quick. Area code 248, sir. What's your name and what's your question?
My name is Marquise, SWU22.
All right.
What's up, Marquise?
What's going on, Marquise?
What's up? So I don't have a question, which earlier you guys asked, how is what you teach teaching us to hate women? Now, I don't have a question about that, but I will say this. The game, for some people, it takes a lot of work. And they're not willing to put in that work. And when they see that you have to constantly work on yourself just to get women to be around you, they hate that it takes work to get women. So that makes them hate women. That's one theory I have. I just wanted to say that.
That make the person that's saying we teach hate women?
I think so. Because you
but I can see what you're saying because they don't want to put that work in and to have women. We keep saying how you got to do it. and them motherfuckers get mad at that.
Yes.
I see that. What's the other one?
And and the red pill itself teaches you to hate women, but the red pill is easy because you don't have to leave your house to get good at being a red pill guy. You don't have to put in any work at all, but it makes you give up on women.
Yeah, well, see, we don't preach none of that. You know, if
Oh,
anything,
yeah.
if anything, we teach how to have a long lasting, like this motherfucker Steve the Dean, 25 years or damn near 30 years deep with his relationship. That's what's up.
Yes.
So and the thing is that unfortunately, a lot of people, when it comes to success, they follow a loser mentality because that's all they know. The loser mentality you're saying, caller, is saying that women are the problem, women are bad, women are evil. It's a woman's fault. No, okay, hey,
Right.
but then those that are successful will say it's your fault. You got to take accountability. Because a woman treats one guy this way, that means she's gonna treat Bud. Okay, watch this. The same woman that Bud had to take home that made that brisket. Boy, Bud, I wish I could have a little bit of that brisket. It had potatoes.
That motherfucker good.
Right. So the same woman that treated Bud that way will dog out the next guy because she has been trained to run other people her way. But she's mad because Bud ain't buying the bullshit because Bud is success. So either she's going to make her adjustment or she's just going to be dismissed.
And she wanted to get dismissed. And you know, Dean, see, the successful, the winner's mentality.
Yes.
See, the average person that listens to us can have 100 things to do. And they can do 99 of those things correct.
Mm-hmm.
And when you ask them what do they remember, they're going to remember that one they didn't get.
That one thing, the one.
And now you did 99 out of 100, but you remember that one. Why? Because they have a loser mentality. That's what's important to them. Mm-hmm. The loss. See, the loss is what's important. Yeah, that lets you see you have a loser mentality. So, man, the first thing I would say, nigga, I had a good week, man. I did 99. You know, shit. Wouldn't even remember that one thing, man.
Wouldn't even remember. Hey, but I always tell you, I don't get mad at the losses or the learns. I get mad at the wins, Bud, because I have a gambling addiction, Bud. You know I gamble on me, so I expect the shit to go fast. I mean, hey, when they down, Bud, I'm like, man, fuck. When they're down, because I'm like, yo, why did I do better? You see what I'm saying, Bud? When I
yeah, I'm like, everything is on you, which is what it's supposed to be.
Hey, when I get them, it bothers me more when I get them because I'm like, dog, I know I could have got it better, dog. Where the fuck did I go wrong? I mean, I got it, but Bud, like you say, just like like you talking about, you like to eat and come first. I want to be not first. I want to be zero. I want to get to zero, motherfucker.
You want to be there before it even starts. Yeah, that's the way it is.
Or they crack the egg, yes.
Hey, so some people don't even realize this.
We got to call harder.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, do you have any other questions or anything, big guy?
No other questions.
All right, we appreciate the call, man. We'll throw you back in. Thank you, brother. We
appreciate you guys.
Right, respect, guy. Respect.
All right, man. Right on.
Yeah, go ahead, bud. I didn't mean to sorry, but go ahead. You got it, brother. But guys, y'all got a question? Call in. Got to put a Q and ask your question, guys. We got you. Go ahead, bud. You got it, brother.
See, some people, or most people, don't even realize this. If you know 2 ways to do something, 2 or more ways, you can't do or use both ways. You got to choose one. So you have to choose what's going to be smarter, not what's going to make it harder. Right. So trying to incorporate a 3rd way is going to make that job way more difficult than choosing one of them ways that you prefer.
Right.
And I think doing that will sort of promote you outworking the motherfuckers that compete in that particular vein of work, because by you solving everything you come in contact with, and it's actually done correctly, you know, you get the better reputation. You get the job done quick. You ain't charging them, but and I'm telling you, getting it done right and being sure of the decision you made. That's what's happening, man. In that
Yes.
regard.
All right, we have a phone call. Eric code 404. What's your name, sir? And what's your question, buddy?
Hey, this is Blake. What's up, bud? What's up, Steve?
Blake, what's up?
What's going on with you? So I'm a man mindset. So my question is, I've been noticing that I've been regressing instead of progression. So, Coach, do you think I should restart my pathway, or?
Well, you gotta. It's not resetting the pathway, and this is where y'all guys go wrong. It's resetting the feeling that I want to be something different. You guys, just because, see, you go to SWU, you go here, the man mindset. You guys think that just because you're there, that you're automatically going to change. You have got to go, like Bud would say, 10 toes down. You got to be all in. You can't be halfway in, Bud. You can't be.
No, you sure can't. And see, the thing that they really don't understand is once you learn this stuff and you start thinking that you're thinking with what you're learning, you stop working. You know, because you think you gained, you don't think you gamed up, but you think you got a little game. So, you know, you just stop working as hard. You, like he just said, you got to stay 10 toes down. And once you get it, you really got to make yourself stay 10 toes down. Because if you don't look out, you're going to play on yourself by taking shortcuts. Because you can think now, oh man, I don't have to do this. I could do that. You know, you don't want to do that shit. You want to stick to your plan and do it better if that's the case.
Right. Because I remember Coach always say, like, always sharpen your sword. You know what I mean? Always be looking to.
Yeah, but B, listen to you right now. You sound like you lost your kitty cat, like your cat like got ran over, though. Why you sound so fucking defeated?
I mean,
you can't. No, listen, wait. Y'all, okay, listen. Say, okay, when Bud dropped that motherfucking woman off at home, did Bud sound like, well, Steve, she made me a brisket, and you know, as I was driving home, I was pondering this, and I opened the door and I let her out. Did he sound like that?
hey, the only time I'm gonna sound like that is when I'm like, bro, because he got to stop off at the phone booth so he can change into his man suit. hey, we don't have to change into no goddamn man suit.
No, man, we are all the time, man.
Hey, man, so what you got to do is realize how hard you got to be on women. Not hard mean, but hard strict. You got to be strict to what you think and what you say on women, or else they will take it. It's like they say, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Not women, but users. That's what users do. You give them, let them get their foot in the door. Next thing you know, they done moved in. You can't be that guy. You got to be the motherfucker that, you know, never let one of them foot in the door unless you want to let them in the door. Ain't no talking your way in or none of that shit. Ain't no playing pussy games with me to get in. None of that shit. You know, ain't no coming to me talking about cooking me some goddamn food so you can talk crazy to me. Shit.
He bought the business.
It all plays. You know, otherwise, if the bitch was talking, wait a minute, not talking, but if the bitch was doing something else that I thought was wrong, and I'm thinking what I'm thinking about it, see, it makes me see all kind of other things that she could do wrong, and I'm on watch for them, man.
Wait, hold on, B, hold on, Blake, hold on. Now, Bud, let me get this straight. So, how did it go down? Did you call him and like, hey, what's up, baby? You know what? This is what we gonna do. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna buy some brisket. I'm gonna pick your ass up. You gonna cook me some brisket, and I'm gonna give you some of this Jaw Dixon dick. I mean, does that?
No, I didn't go like that because I got her, and so I could fuck her. But I'll tell you, it's a 20-minute ride. So on the way home, and niggas start thinking about, you know, eating this shit. And then the bitch said something about cooking. I say, shit, do you know I live across the street from the stove? She said, well, whatever you want, you know, you can get it, and I'll cook it. Shit, man, I thought of that. I got me that tri-tip, man, and them baked beans and them little red potatoes, man. I went home, man.
Potatoes.
hey, man, and I went home and baby, she threw down, man, and I'm telling you, it was cooking for an hour, and she had it on like 3 something. And I'm taking her home, and I'm thinking, man, I forgot to cut that fucking oven off.
You thinking more about the oven?
Hey! I said that out loud, and she said, "Nah, just let it cook. By the time you get back, it's gonna be nice and tender." And like she said that goddamn shit, and I'm quiet now. But when I got home, it was the bomb.
You didn't even get any ass out of that. She was coming over to give you some ass and everything. You would go get a meal and then some ass, or was it gonna be the ass and the meal? What was it?
I was gonna do whatever way it went, but it didn't go no way because I ain't getting a fuck about no goddamn pussy. My dick ain't getting hard no goddamn way if I get mad. Shit. Bitch, get your motherfucking ass up out the goddamn bed. Hey, I didn't put him out the goddamn bed before. Shit. Get up.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up, Blake? I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. I just had to ask Bud that question. Go ahead, Blake. What's up, big dog? What's up, man?
So isn't that like disappointing? Like
what?
If a woman like doesn't like turns out to like okay, like she messes up the situation and something like that, and you have to dismiss her. Like, isn't that a little bit disappointing? Like,
bro, you looking at the wrong point.
Yeah.
Why it be firing you up is because you're supposed to look at, damn, a nigga even to do it when he finna get some pussy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Then you'll feel great thinking about that shit. Pussy ain't strong enough to break me.
That's the point.
Come on. Thinking about that bullshit, what you missing, that ain't, man, come on, man. That ain't how you supposed to be thinking.
Yeah, Blake, remember, when I had my apartment, I had a rule, bud, if I ain't coming, you ain't coming over. You know what I mean? Some people would try to rule and shit, you know what I mean? And when they tried to rule, bud, I'd get up and I hold my hand out like this and I lift her up and I place my hand out on her ass on the lower part of her back. Now, bud, then there's an art to grabbing her purse. You don't grab the purse, you grab it like a football. And I handed her a purse and I escorted her out the door, opened that motherfucker and let her out the door, dog. Hey, Blake, you can't make it about the pussy, dog. That's what I keep saying. We make it about our dick. And if our dick is not happy, she's got to go. Now, Bud got some brisket out of the whole thing, but, she had to go. Her attitude was the reason why she didn't deserve the dick. You see what I'm saying? That's
the big deal. Her attitude made her off the list.
Yeah. She got scratched off the dick list. She don't get no dick.
Right. So okay, that's why it's not disappointing because like
no, never. It's not.
She showed you that she didn't deserve it.
She didn't deserve me. Hey, wait. She didn't deserve. Okay, she didn't deserve Bud and what's attached to him. You see what I'm saying? Because she's not worthy.
Hey, caller, the biggest reason why you didn't lose or anything like that is because you happy. You did what you wanted to do. You don't have no regrets. If you do what you want to do in that instance, otherwise she don't deserve it. No, she don't deserve it. But more than that, you have made your mind up. Any motherfucker that don't, roll like you really needed to be rolled and don't deserve you. And the dick come with it. If that's the case, you ain't trying to get that motherfucking, nothing. Hey, and usually when I drop that bitch off, she give me a little kiss and shit. Hey, when I dropped off, I didn't even look at that motherfucker. You ain't kissing me, motherfucker.
Hey, Bud,
I hold a grudge.
Hey, Bud, what I like to do in the beginning? I like when I get to every other light, I like to just take a moment, grab their hand, and just kiss their hand. You know what I mean? But then when you want to take them home like that, that's punishment. She knows she's in the doghouse when you ain't even talking to her or even touching her or looking at her, Bud.
Ain't saying a motherfucking thing for 20 minutes damn near. Shit. And didn't say bye. Nigga said, all right. Shit.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
so
Wait, Blake, do you have any other questions or anything?
No, I think that's it, cuz. I appreciate it.
Hey man, come on, man. Cheer the fuck up, dog. Come on, dog. You
hey,
gotta
wait a minute, Blake. What's got you talking like that anyway?
Why are you so sad? Are you sad about the conversation, Blake?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay. Hey, but I can't give it all that. Just think of it like this, man. I keep telling these guys, stop making it about the pussy. Stop making it about the pussy. Stop running behind the pussy. Stop
No,
trying
man.
to fix
What
women.
he's sad about is that he didn't do what he could have done to make things go his way.
Right. Because it's success.
He's just sad that
I'm really hard
now
on
we explaining the shit like we seeing it doing, and he seeing it like he's seeing it. He's sad as fuck because he could have seen a whole nother situation
The whole
coming up.
nasty side. Yeah, I talked about it. Every woman has that nasty side to them, but you can't force it, man. You gotta let them want to do it. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah. For
So,
sure.
and like I say, hey, get them to cook for you. That's what I'm saying. See, she cooked. She'd have got some dick. Everything would have been fine, but she had to check her attitude at the door, and she didn't do that. So that's where you have to have dick discipline, because that's part of the success that you have, to walk away from pussy. Y'all would never, again, the part of success in this game is to, hey, like Bud, to be able to walk away from the pussy and drive the fuck off and think more about that brisket. Hey, those potatoes, Bud, they cut like butter, didn't they?
hey, you know why more dudes can't do that?
But
Because they this is a big problem too. They don't prioritize things. Everything is everything. Something is more important than this, and then something is less important than those two things. So on and so forth. And if you prioritize the high impact shit, the shit that's gonna impact the outcomes of your night, like knowing how to take care of that motherfucking bitch. See that shit'll move you forward.
Yeah.
And you be closer to your ultimate goal. But now I'm a good time manager. So are you, Dean.
Time is everything.
Yeah, time is fucking everything. And mostly we do that because we don't let ourselves get distracted.
Right. Pussy distracts you, right?
Dean is way different than me. Dean like to play them games. He like to, go wherever he go and shit. I'm a stay-at-home type dude, but I do what the fuck I want to do. And we both have the same type life as far as that go. And that's why we're just happy and we manage our time wisely because we're actually doing whatever the fuck we want to do when we do it.
Like the remote control, the titties right here, the remote control with the thumb, the thumb action. You can rotate it down. You can work that, get down to that clit and everything. Yeah, you can play. You got the triggers of the ass cheeks. Yeah, I mean, so it's all practice with the hands. It's all practice with the hands, bud.
Dean, something else they don't do?
What's that?
They don't partner up, and I don't mean lean on the motherfucker. I'm saying like me and you partners, man. They don't partner up with motherfuckers who think forward.
Forward thinking.
In all areas of life. They don't surround themselves with winners. They seem to me these dudes want to be the winner. So they surround themselves with losers.
With losers who make them think they're winning when they're actually losing.
Yes, because they're the best loser.
They're the best losers.
Hey, who gives a fuck?
All right, Blake, we'll throw you back in, big dog. We appreciate the call, B, okay? All right, respect, Blake. Respect, man. Respect. Guys, lines are open. Got a question, please put a Q. We got y'all covered. We are talking about mindset matters when it comes to mindset matters when it comes to success. There's no luck in this thing. We want you to achieve success, but Bud, like we were talking about right here for you guys, the only way to achieve it, like Bud was saying, is not take everything in clumps. Don't get overwhelmed, and let's talk about, tracking progress. Is that where we're at right now? Tracking the progress? Where are we at?
We can be there because,
Okay. Okay, but wait, no, let's go back to the defining success, defining it, because define success, career, your relationships, and all these other things clearly. Have a clear definition of that. Let's talk about that.
Okay, now to me, as far as years ago when I decided I wanted to write a book,
Okay.
I started out and I thought I'd write about myself. And I wrote that Rosebud the American Pimp. But when I finished it, I just did not feel like I had wrote anything. And I thought that I really wrote this fucking book to the best of my ability, and I thought it was dope. But when I started thinking, since it was about me and I really didn't have to make shit up, I'm just retelling my life. I mean, of course, that's going to be good. I really got bit by the writing bug. And that made me make up Time Will Tell. And Time Will Tell is about two dudes who's not brothers, but the mothers was forced in a situation that they had to live together. And when they was born, they coincidentally was born on the same day, the 4th of July. And the story is about these two dudes being brought up thinking that they're actual brothers. They was in like the 7th grade before they really realized they was not blood brothers. But on through their life, they had trials and tribulations, and the mothers had their trials and tribulations. Black family and the Italian family, the mothers, and it just was a good book. Mm-hmm. And when I wrote that book, as I was writing it, I thought about another book. So I started writing that.
Yeah.
And, what I'm saying is I really stretched out once I realized and defined what a successful writer is. A successful writer is a motherfucker that get an idea and can take that idea and turn it into a story.
Yeah.
I wrote a book off a name. Thaddeus Goddo. I made that name up.
Mm-hmm.
I made that name up years ago.
Yes.
And I never used it, but I knew I was going to use it for a book. And man, I got this idea talking to my daughter, writing about a vampire. And Thaddeus Goddo was a black vampire, but he was a hustler. And it's got all that shit in it, my shit, but it's got that vampire shit in it, and all kind of shit, man. And I'm making this stuff up because he don't really drain the blood like vampires are known to do. He knows you can suck the blood for like 5 seconds and satisfy yourself and not do nothing to the person, except they'll be under that Dracula spell. But so I'm saying he had a bunch of women that he did that with, and he the way the men of that clan fucking satisfied their human blood thirst was they only fucked with women that was on their periods. And they would eat that pussy, man, and eat that blood like that.
Ate that bloody pussy, blah, blah.
Hey, man, but what I'm saying is that's me thinking of this shit. I'm thinking of all this stuff.
But let me explain to them what's going on with what you're saying so they can understand it. Okay. So gentlemen, so there's layers to this, and I'm gonna explain what Bud is saying. Okay. Think of your mind as a faucet, guys. Okay. Right now, the faucet isn't dripping. Now, as you begin to learn a game, Bud, it's going to start to slowly drip, slowly.
Yeah.
Then from the drip, it's going to start to spout, it's going to start to flow a little.
It's going to get
right.
a leak.
And then from that leak, and when you get it, the faucet is going to break. And what I always say, Bud, that when it breaks like a dam, it goes from a pool to a lake to a river and now an ocean of knowledge, meaning that Bud's mind, Bud, because I'm thinking about, I've been really thinking about writing not romance novels, but really erotic from the other perspective. Like, I'm the guy and I see her and I'm breaking it down and, talking shit. It's like a pussy playing erotica, basically. I'm thinking about that, but like you're saying, bud. Hey, no. I'm getting to your point when you say, fuck you, bud. I'd say that's how our minds work. And the crazy thing is that Bud is what we call a multitask thinker, in my opinion, Bud, because it's like this. You can have one thought over here that unlocks a million more thoughts over there that unlocks a million more thoughts. You see what I'm saying? You started over here, but that success that you have when you unlock that part of yourself is that you're flowing with ideas. You're flowing with creativity. You're flowing with a sense of adventure. You're flowing with all these ideas of, like you said, you got the idea of the vampire. You know what he's going to do. You know he's going to even bite the bitch. Hell, you even know he going to be licking the pussy while they on a motherfucking pit. You got everything locked in before you even write the motherfucker.
Hey, Dean, but the only thing about that is, have you ever heard a good book writes itself?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Man, what I'm saying is I haven't thought of none of that shit when I actually write it. I have only thought about what I'm writing about, but writing about this make me think about something else that I want to include. And all of that stuff I write towards including that. And once I get there, I'm on that and blah, blah, blah. But what I'm saying is, you right, man. The floodgates opened, and I wrote about 21 books in 6 years.
All right, we have a question right here, guys. If y'all have a question, please put a Q, or you can call in. He said, "I got a woman I just agreed to meet up with and sent her the information. I replied the time, and she wrote back, 'We only have 2 hours before sunset.' What is she trying to say?" What say you, Bud, on that?
What is she trying to say? She said what she was trying to say. We have 2 hours before sunset. You should have said, and I think after sunset, and put a plan together right quick.
Hey, if he was that guy, we'd like, okay, hey, sunset to me sounds like we gonna talk. Hey, you know what I mean? We can talk, Bud, but we gonna talk after sunset. But
hey, what I'm saying is, it sounds like an invitation to make a night of it.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like it. But Rick, I don't think you're built like that. So Rick,
that's why he didn't say anything.
Right, because he's thrown off. So I think, Rick, just go on your date and call it a night. You ain't that guy. Because if she's got to say that to you and you don't know what to say to her, then she's recognizing not only the lack of success that he has with women, but the lack of experience.
Yeah. And the lack of confidence he has.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have no confidence. Yeah.
He's just there.
Right. And she wrote back, "We only have 2 hours before sunset." Well, Rick, why don't you tell us Rick, call in, because what is the conversations like that y'all are having for her to say what she's saying? Because it sounds like she's saying something to see if you're going to lead her somewhere. Sounds like she's giving you a alley-oop and you ain't dunking that motherfucker in. So, Rick, I don't know. You call in, Rick, we got you covered. But let us continue. Yeah, guys, you got a question, go ahead and put a Q. We got y'all covered, guys. Let us continue where we're talking about success, guys. And any question y'all got, put a Q in there or call in. But Bud, let us continue, man. Go ahead. You got it, bud.
Okay. You got to limit the negative influence around you. And you got to realize that you cannot fuck with these people. And if you do, that means you want to feel the negativity that you're going to feel after you fuck with whoever this is. So you should fuck with driven, successful motherfuckers who challenge and inspire you to do your best, and you got to learn. You got to learn from them motherfuckers. I mean, I don't really read that many books to learn, and shit. Some of you motherfuckers read a lot of books, but you got to be able to limit the negativity, Dean.
Yeah, but not only the negativity, it's well, we have a question right here. We have a question right here. So they're asking about how successful have your books become? What it's had. Well, it you just need to go where are your books located, bud?
As far as my books that's out now, they're located on my site, Thinkific, SWU.com. No, wait a minute. Sidewalku.com at Thinkific. And it's on that page.
Yeah. So if you
Just
can
go to where it say books, and then you get the title. But the titles I got Thaddeus Goddo. I got Time Will Tell. I got a Single Mother. He's Your Son. Now that's a good book. That's about the single mothers not realizing the harm they're doing to the boys when trying to protect the girls of the future. Single mothers raise their sons to go light on women and accept all kind of shit from women because they're trying to make it different for the future women than it was for her.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, if you have a question, go ahead, put a Q, go ahead, call in, guys. We're here to help you guys out. We're talking about success, guys, and for you guys to have success and all this other stuff. But I do, let's see, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about work smarter and not harder because I think a lot of guys kind of mess it up and they don't again if you process everything and like you said chop it up into parts you can work smarter but the harder is the quick gratification trap that they fall in. But what say you?
Yeah. Matter of fact, that is the result of working harder. It's from they be trying to get that instant gratification, and it actually creates a more difficult path for you to get to where you're trying to go.
Yes.
Being smart, as far as working smarter, not harder, is really saying that if you do the right things, your path will be 10 times easier than if you choose the wrong things. So the wrong things to get to your goal is, being lazy, blah, 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 blah. And so that's working harder. If you're working smarter and you do these things as they come to you and they need to be done, is not hard work. It goes easier. You get more accomplished in one day. I mean, it's so many benefits to working smarter and not harder.
Right. And we'll talk about the benefits because I think there's a lot of these benefits that a lot of men don't understand. Let's talk about that.
See, me, everything I write about is because it's all stemming from if you're confident or not. And if you work smarter, and once you complete this particular goal, this task you was working smarter at, you'll believe in yourself more. You'll believe in what you think more. So what it actually does, the big benefit is it make you what you're looking for especially when you're fucking with me, how to get your confidence. And these little things is what help you get your confidence. And you can't, there's no magic pill that you can take and all of a sudden have confidence. It's the many things that you do successfully that's from your own thinking that gives you confidence. You could do what I say do as far as say this to her, and you can say it to her and it might work, but it ain't gonna make you confident enough to think of something like that to say to someone else.
Right, yeah, but and I'm sure you probably have this at SWU, and I've had this for decades, bud. This instant gratification. I always talk about a lot of guys, they always want to learn calculus and trigonometry, or they want to learn about sex and fucking and eating pussy, or like the vampire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they don't know how to count from 1 to 10. And see, I think that's some of the biggest problems of success, like the instant gratification. Everybody wants to work on how do I fuck and how do I do all this other stuff, but Where everything we always show you starts with a foundation, because a lot of these guys, they don't understand success starts from the basics. They don't. I mean, we're gonna need to talk about that real quick, because I don't think a lot of guys understand the basics are the foundation that builds the fucking house. But what these guys do is they always, I'm sure, but you've had guys that come in and say, you know what, let's say you're teaching A through Z, okay? And if to Z is your end, Z is, you're a graduated student. A lot of these guys, and this is why they're not successful, they rather go to the Z than start from the A, because they think they don't need A through motherfucking Y. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's where they're making their big mistake.
Exactly. And that's the thing that I always try to tell these young men. Y'all, you've got to stop looking at what success is to you and find out from your mentor what success is. You see what I'm saying? Because that's where they always go wrong. They think success is, well, if I skipped, hey, listen, if I skip numbers, adding, subtracting, dividing, multiplication, fractions, decimal, algebra, I skip all that, I can go right to calculus, because it's but it reminds me, we got a question, but it reminds me of a kung fu movie called The 36 Chambers. They got this chamber thinking that, you know what?
Come out with Bruce Lee?
No. This is another one with the not Bruce Lee. It's fucking, I forgot what old boy's name is. God, he was in Kill Bill, the motherfucking Kill Bill. Gordon Liu, I think. Gordon Liu. So
okay.
That's the analogy I always tell everybody. And this was in the 70s before the internet. And this is a great success story, because what happened was they asked him in the Shaolin Temple, where do you want to start? And that motherfucker said, I want to start the 35th chamber. He said, fuck all 34. I want to start the 35th chamber. And couldn't even damn near get to the doors of the 35th. But it taught him to go to the first chamber, get to the 35th chamber, and he then created the 36th chamber. And that's what successful people need to do. They got to stop looking at what success is from a loser's perspective. See,
well, hey, Dean, you know what they actually do?
What's up?
They look at success like whatever they learn, like right now, the moment they learn it, they'll be successful if they can do, and it's, let's say it take 10 steps. They'll be successful if they can start at step 10.
Right, but that's
they will start at step 9.
Right, and that's the loser's mentality of success. Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's what they don't understand. Instead of saying, okay, where should I start? That's the greatest successful question. Saying that I need to ask a successful, where do I start? You know what they're going to tell you? The basics. And you don't want to hear that shit. But in order to get what you want, you've got to nail the basics. And that's the mentality they don't understand. They don't see the basics or everything, but that's part of success. And when you want instant gratification, you want to say, fuck the basics. I just want the pussy, or I want this, or I want that. But what say you on that, bud?
No, you're telling them exactly right, man. The key to it all is wanting to do it all. Mm-hmm. You cannot want to do some of it and expect to get it. You're gonna get what you put in, and that really is nothing. If it's 10 steps and you did 2 of them, and you think you're really good at that, you can't skip to step 7.
But they do. But that's what
that's their mentality,
right? It's like they get a book to help them learn something, and they'll look at the chapters and be like, I don't need chapter 1. Nah, I don't need chapter 2. I need 9 and 10.
Yeah, hey, Dean, you ever heard of a book called The Greatest Salesman on Earth?
I heard about that book. Yeah,
Og Mandino.
Yeah, I've heard about that book. Yeah, but talk about it.
See, that book, you start reading it, and then right when it get a little interesting, it says that's enough for today. You have to start tomorrow, and it does that all the way through the book.
That's fire.
Hey, and no motherfucker, well, not no motherfucker, but damn near no motherfucker didn't try to read past where it say stop. Everybody, me too. You read past where it say stop. And if you get to the end of the book and you follow the instructions, it tells you how the greatest salesman on earth is able to do what you just did in all aspects of his life because he believes in himself and he has the discipline for his belief to take effect.
And a lot of these guys don't believe in themselves. Got a question here. And again, real quick, if you want to know more, get some, Danica, get some coaching about that because it's not, okay, everybody can't be a writer. You have to have a creativity to you to have the story in your head. Bud has millions of stories in his head. I've got millions of stories in my head. So it's not for everybody. But so it's not hard to stop writing. It just might not be for you. But what do you want to say this? Because we have another question after that.
It's not hard to start writing. It's hard for you to believe your story is worth writing. And if you believe it's worth writing, you'll start writing. You'll just start telling whatever story it is you're trying to tell. And as it develops, you reread it, and as you're rereading it, you see so many things that you left out. And as you put that shit in, the story starts, and you keep doing that.
All right. So let's get to this question right here. This gentleman has this question right here. He's asking about the game. He said, is game considered a strategy to get what you want from life, or is it unconditional love for oneself? I just want to get it clear, appreciated.
Game is getting what you want easier, and make it not easier, but easier because you're doing what you believe in. You believe that you don't need to do this, that, and the other to get money. So if that's what you believe, you do what you think you need to do. If it's rob, cheat, and steal, you're probably gonna go to jail or get killed. But it's a million things to do for money, and you have to be able to think like that.
Yeah, well, I would say, and it's going to shock you, young man. What I'm going to say to you is that I'm not going to answer that question to you because it's going to fall to a wall. Because
it's like throwing water up against the wall and expecting it to stay there.
Right, because if you already mentioned what you were, because we pay attention, and you don't believe in yourself, the question you're asking is a null and void question because you're looking again at the 10th step versus the first one. And that's where you guys go wrong. You're looking for absolutes. You're looking for this magical something. And what you're asking has no weight on the guy who doesn't believe in his fucking self. So why even ask the question? That's what I'm saying. But a lot of these young men don't like this man. With all due respect, he doesn't believe in himself.
He don't.
So why would you ask again a trigonometry question or a calculus one when you don't even know how to count yet, or you don't even know what numbers are? So it doesn't matter what the answer is. It's not going to stick. It's going to go over your head, and it does not matter because you're showing why you're not successful. Instead of asking what game is considered, why don't you say, where do I sign up? That's it. That should have been the thing. Where do I sign up? Versus, what is this? Because a lot of these guys, Bud, always say, well, you've got to prove yourself to me and you've got to explain yourself to me. Man, I'm not explaining motherfucking shit that ain't that above your level. I'm not going. That's what I'm saying, Bud. That's why I'm not going to answer him. He's asking the wrong question. The question is where do I sign up? Or, Bud, where do I begin the coaching? That should be the successful question. But asking about game or things like that, Bud, that shows the lack that he has a loser's mindset, in my opinion. Bud, what say you?
Well, in reality, anytime you ask about game, you're a loser. Game number one is believing in yourself.
Right.
Because the way, let's say we both send bitches in the bank, drag niggas. The way you do it and the way I do it can be totally different, but the end result is the same. The bitch come out with the money.
Mhm.
You know, so what I'm saying is that's what game is about. You got to believe in yourself, because
Yeah.
if you a motherfucker that's just entering the game, and the drag game, and you know of this motherfucker that's been in the motherfucking game, drag game, and you got something totally different, and let's say y'all bump heads, and he's gonna tell you, man, that shit is crazy. You might go to jail with that shit.
Right.
If you don't believe in yourself, you're gonna change your plan. But if
Right.
you believe in yourself, you're gonna tell that motherfucker, nah, man, it's just another way, you know, that I see. You ain't seeing what I'm seeing. Woo, woo, woo. And then once that move is made, both accept that there's nothing but game. Ain't nobody tripping.
But this is why they give up. This is why they always give up, because their mentality is so microwave. Give me the one sentence to show me how to fly the airplane. Give me
Right.
that one sentence where I can operate on a heart today. Just please, just give me that one sentence. And that shows that you will never find the success. Finding the success is stop looking at the end result and start to create a result. You've got to be able to create it, bud. And that's their mentality. Give me the answer now, bud. Hey, bud, give me one sentence so I can get out there and pimp. Yeah.
Hey, you know what it is? Take your ass out there and do it.
Do I need to buy the brisket first or the potatoes first?
Hey, baby ain't got time for none of that.
I don't know what we need to do first. Guys, lines are open if you want to call in, guys. We are talking about success. If you got a question, please put it in. But the driven, let's move on to limiting negativity. Ooh, limiting negativity and engaging with toxic people. You know what, bud? I know this may sound crazy, but I do not understand why people entertain losers and toxic people, even if it's in their family. Why do they do it?
Let me tell you something, man. What I was just talking about with the broad that cooked and shit.
Yes.
That's what was bothering me. Why the fuck would I even have this bitch in the house? I'm up here writing this shit, man, and it just happens to be about, I don't know what made me think maybe this bitch, but anyway, that's the title. When is enough enough? And I just kept asking myself, man, are you going crazy? Because if somebody told you this, called into the show and told you this, you would call him a punk. Hey, man, I stopped writing and got up and went downstairs. I'm telling you, man, that shit is real. And you better look out, because it can happen to you. It sure happened to me.
Yes. Wait, Rick. Okay, Rick. Okay, Rick. You say you're at work. I've been listening to you guys, but I remember y'all saying if a woman don't give a yes or no, she's not in. Okay, sir. I want you to understand what you asked us. I wish I kept the thing. You're not thinking. She just said that she mentioned the sunset. She didn't say that she wasn't interested. What you asked us in the beginning, you remember this, the guy that asked about the sunset, bud. What did she say that what didn't show interest? Sound like she was being a little more like, let's do more.
Hey, Dean, wait. Bro, why should she show interest and you can't get her interested?
You got to be an interesting person.
Hey, the thing about you guys is it's all up to her. When is it going to be up to you to be sharp enough to say something that interests her?
Yes.
So when is it going to be up to you to see what you need to do to get at this woman, instead of waiting until it's over and then calling into this show? It happened on Friday, but you're going to wait till Monday to even find out what to do. Yeah. And you call in and we tell you what to do. It's too late.
Yeah. I'm trying. Okay. This is okay, guys. I want to go back to what he said. I want it, Rick. We're gonna go over this. Let's go over this real quick, because I think you missed a mark. So Rick Oh, wait, that's hold on. Let me get Rick's question. Shit. Hold on, Rick. Okay, hold on a second. I just had that bitch. Hold on, Rick. All right. So Rick says, fuck. Damn it, I should have saved that shit. Because Rick, you're missing the whole point of this, man. You're overthinking. Okay. Oh no, here you go. So this is what Rick said. This is the right thing. So this is what Rick said. Okay. Okay. You just said she agreed to meet up. But how are you asking us the question yes or no? Doesn't an agreement mean yes? I'm lost. Doesn't an agreement mean yes, bud? Please help me understand that.
Yeah, but he's not looking at what he asked. Because what I'm saying is all she did was say responding to him because he set the time.
Right.
She said, well, it'll be 2 hours before sunset. Now,
Right.
and he could have said, or, he could have did anything, but he didn't.
Right. Right.
He just was talking, not meaning what he was saying.
Right.
And got called on it.
Right. But this goes to the question. Then he's asking if she doesn't give it a yes, no. Well, okay. Rick, she's not only interested, it sounds like she's a little more interested by bringing up the sunset, Rick. She's not just talking about spending the evening. Hey, bud, as the sun goes down in the evening, it turns to night. And it sounds like she wants to spend more time with you after sunset, bud. That's
or he could have took it like that.
Yeah, but I think that he's nervous. I think he's scared of success.
Well, no, he ain't scared of success. He's scared of the broad.
Well, yeah. So I think he's scared of her saying what she's saying.
He's just scared.
He's scared. Yeah. All right. Well, Rick,
you need to cut that shit out.
Yeah, Rick, come on, dog. All right, we got a question here. Sometimes I'm challenged to handle extreme anger and rage. Would it be thankful for any advice how to calm down? Okay, young man, this is why game is so important, man. And I would say for someone like you, all that anger and rage shit, what the fuck is going on in your life where you have extreme anger and rage?
Yeah, did you hear what he said though? Extreme anger and rage.
And I would say, please do not get in a relationship. Please do not talk to women. Now, hey, bud, I don't like that. This is a therapy. This is a person, he might need some therapy because you should never have extreme anger and rage. What the fuck is going on in your life? Hey, bud, extreme, bud.
Hey, what's his name? Banter ABC. Oh shit. His name is Banter ABC.
And look at his thumbnail, a cat.
Hey man, call in. Why don't you call in, bro, so you can explain that shit?
Please explain that, dog. Yeah, where's all your anger coming from, man? Come on, y'all have not possession, Lady Sam. I think it's more like what are those reports that they put on guys to stay away? What are they called? But
restraining orders.
Restraining order. Yeah, you're not possessed. I think restraining order vibes. Restraining order vibes. Man, y'all ladies gotta be careful about people like that. Extreme anger, man. What the fuck is going on with y'all? Y'all are so angry and so mad. And I hope he answers the question. That's not success. That's really weird. But Bud, let's talk about what truly matters.
Yeah, that's another good thing to talk about because when you deal with what really matters, you limit so much bullshit, because you might think it matters and you can't even say to yourself what matters about it or why it matters, so you just, I want to, that's not good enough because I want to. Sometimes that would be good enough, but no, it's just really not good enough. You have to discipline yourself to see the truth. And once you really see what truly matters, you gotta be around people who think the same, not the same way, but forward like you do.
Yeah. I don't understand this. Me, you say when a woman yells. Okay, big guy. Is that an African? Is that an African? What is it? That's from
We talking
Africa.
about extreme anger and
Okay. So wait. So that's where you have extreme anger when a woman yells at you. Mukabuma. Wait. Muka.
Macabella.
Macabella.
Yeah.
That's a guy's name. Macabella. That's a that. Okay.
Sound like you're trying to say Machiavelli. Not trying to say it, but trying to sound like, make a word like that.
All right. So he said, when a woman yells at you, is there a way back for her?
Man, if she do it in public, hell no.
What do you mean yell at you?
If she yell at you, it depends, because I'm you see that bitch yelled at me and you see what I did.
Yeah, well, yeah. You got to drop her out. Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. Okay. Explain that. Muckabella. Muckabella.
Or Macubella.
Macabella. All right. Well, let's get this call. Area code 850. What's your name? What's your question, buddy? How can we help you?
Hey, this is JV.
Okay, JD, can you speak up? Hey, JD, speak up a little bit so we can hear you, buddy. Speak up a little bit. Oh, wait. Oh my God, speak down. Wait, where the fuck? Wait. Are you on your iPhone, bud? I told you my iPhones are terrible. Hey.
I'm on my iPhone, yeah.
All right, yeah, shake that motherfucker a little bit. Okay, what's going on, buddy? How can we help you, man?
Yeah. So my question is, like, do you guys think that it is important to consistently remind yourself of your goals and like why you do stuff? And I don't know, because I feel like sometimes, like, for example, I've been trying to learn. Well, not trying. I've been learning Spanish for like 2 months now, and I'm starting to fall off. And I don't know if it's because like I just don't know, but I don't know if I'm reminding myself of my goals. And stuff
Are
like
you Are you Spanish?
No, I'm black.
Okay, you black. So
Just,
what I'm saying, listen. What I'm saying is you're trying to learn a whole foreign language and been doing it 2 months, and your progression is slow to you.
No. I've been progressing pretty decently, but like now I'm starting to slow down.
And you think something's wrong with that?
Yeah,
What's wrong with it?
because I want to be fluent in Spanish, but now that I'm slowing down.
Hey, bro, you haven't been listening, man. Spanish, if that's the case, is 1,000 steps, but I'm gonna say it's only 10 steps. You took the first 2 steps. Now you want to go to 10. Fuck 3 through 9.
Well, here's my question. Why do you want to be fluent in Spanish? Is this for a grade in school, or why do you want to be fluent in Spanish?
No, not for school, because like I live in Florida and there's a lot of
To
Spanish
be bilingual.
I just think it'll.
Oh, so why? Now, bud, let's be honest. It's about women. Let's be honest. So you wanted to learn this. Come on, it's okay.
Hey, it's to be bilingual so you can get at them women.
Right, you get at them. So, dog, think smart. No, come on. If you just honest, I'm gonna give you the answer. I got you. I got a simple answer. You just be honest. But, you know. You wait. You know damn well you ain't trying to learn Spanish. Be like, hola. Yeah, taco. You don't want to just do that shit. You see some Spanish bitches that you're trying to fuck, and you know that you can't speak to them in English, so you want to learn Spanish. Can you just be honest, please, so we can help you, please?
Steve, I'm telling you, I'm not going to learn a whole language.
What are you learning Spanish for, bro?
What are you learning Spanish for then?
I'm telling you because I've been around a lot of Spanish people that don't speak English, and I want to learn Spanish because
for what?
It's gonna be better. It's better for the job market too. Like, it's just better for me. Like,
dog, you're lying.
Better, like,
come on, dog, you're wasting your time.
Why don't you say so you can be bilingual?
He's wasting his.
Yeah, that too. It's also kind of cool too.
Nah, that's why you ain't studying that. You don't give a fuck about that shit. It doesn't matter to you. That's why you ain't studying that shit. Well, sometimes we just need to be honest with ourselves.
Hey, what do you have that's teaching you Spanish?
You said, what do I have? I have like an online program.
An online program like one of them learn to speak a foreign language program?
Hola, that means
Yeah,
Spanish.
Pimsleur.
Well, man,
Yeah,
to me, I don't think you really want to learn Spanish, or you would.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, will I
No,
ever want to learn Spanish?
you don't really want to learn Spanish. You just want what you want. If that's the case, Spanish is probably part of it. But what I'm saying is, if you really wanted to learn Spanish, and you see in 2 months you didn't make some progress, that would encourage you to get down some more. It wouldn't encourage you to want to learn it quick.
Mm, that's true.
There's a reason why. Come on, dog. Let's be honest. Come on. You just okay.
Steve, I can
Okay. Wait.
I can put this on my.
So wait.
Yeah.
So okay. So that's like you say. Okay. Well, I'm in France and I'm around a lot of French people and shit. So you telling me they can't speak broken ass English and shit?
They no, but there's like some job. Like I'm about to finish college. I've been looking at jobs and stuff, and some jobs literally say that you have to be bilingual. You have to speak Spanish. I just think that it's a smart thing to do, personally.
Hey, dude, but see, that's your answer. It should be. Because that's a good answer. If the job market requires bilingual speaking, employees, you'd be silly not to learn it.
Yeah, but wait, are you doing like telemarketing or something?
No, it's like some jobs that like for what's it called, like chemistry, like scientific type of jobs where some people don't even speak no damn English. So like you gotta like.
Yeah, but they all don't speak Spanish.
They all don't speak Spanish though.
Those, hey, bro, of those people that don't speak English, a lot of them don't speak Spanish either. So what are you gonna do? Learn a whole bunch of languages?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying in my area in Florida, there's
in your area. There's more Spanish speaking motherfuckers, right?
Yeah, some people that can't speak English but they speak Spanish, like a large amount.
Yeah, I agree with that because I seen something on Florida in that span. There's a whole bunch of different Spanish speaking motherfuckers. But what I'm saying is, seems to me you just tripping. Why don't you just learn at the pace you're going?
See that? Okay, he's not thinking. Again, he's working harder, not thinking smarter.
Right.
Caller, let me show you what I'm talking about. Did you know, and you need to do your research, that there are things out there that you can put in their earbuds now. They have moved it to earbuds. You put the earbud on, and the woman be like, hola, and it says hi. And then you can and then you can say something back to her, and it will tell you what to say back to her. You don't have to learn the technology now. You don't have to really learn the language. They've got fucking apps. Hey, hey, she said hola. You hold the phone, say hola. Hey, she said hi. Okay, tell her I said hi back. This is what you say. I don't know, ¿cómo estás or bien? I don't fucking remember Spanish and shit. But do you see what I'm saying? You're trying to learn all this. I'm trying to make it simple for you. I'm dead ass serious. You're doing all this work. And the app is saying, just let them say, talking to the app, I'll break it down to you and I'll tell you what to say back to them. So what's the problem?
I mean, I agree, but if the job says that shit, I can't be like, oh, I'm bilingual when it's not true.
Caller, most American jobs want English-speaking motherfuckers above everything. That Spanish shit is pretty low on the totem pole when you're in fucking America. And if you're in a fucking English, or if you're in a job that is an English speaking job, being bilingual would be kind of low on the totem pole. You can learn that while you're at the job, dude.
Yeah, but if you in Florida, where most motherfuckers are of Spanish, Cuban, fucking Panamanian, all them motherfuckers, they're all there and they all speak some kind of form of Spanish. I can see him wanting to learn it, but what I don't see is why he's not satisfied with the pace he's at going.
Because I don't think I believe he's doing it for other reasons. It's just odd that you're just in an area where there's just Spanish speaking people in fucking Florida. That's just odd to me. That's odd.
Yeah, I'm telling you, come out here.
No, but that's the play. I've been to Florida.
Man, Dean, that ain't odd.
But I know in California, I'm not saying that there are people not speaking Spanish, but okay, bud. You've never had a problem. You've had Spanish. I'm sure you probably have Russian. I'm sure you had Japanese. I'm sure you had a lot of women that didn't speak very much English, but English well. But you articulated yourself well enough to get your
Well,
point
yeah, a brother was able to communicate. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that you're saying that you're looking for job requirements that need Spanish, but you're not learning Spanish. So why are you looking for jobs like that? You're not taking that shit seriously. He's not serious.
He say jobs are like that. He's not looking for a job like that.
But okay, caller, you're telling me that at their application they're gonna sit you down and say, "Mi amo Esteban," and they're gonna say, "Well, what is he saying to you?" Is that
Nah,
so,
I mean,
It says on that application, are you bilingual? And if you are, what language do you speak?
okay, and
nah,
when you graduate school?
next month.
You're okay, then you're kind of fucked right now. So let me get this straight. When did you start looking at these applications that look for bilingual individuals?
No, I don't look for
What? No, I don't. No, I'm asking you.
I don't look for nothing that says bilingual, like for sure. I just look up stuff and then I'll see bilingual when I look up stuff to do.
Is that
like
at the
jobs.
top? Is that at the top or at the bottom?
It'd be like in the middle and stuff. Sometimes it's at the top, sometimes at the bottom.
So you've never ever called?
Like,
you never
wait.
Have you ever called the job to ask a simple question? Is bilingual a requirement, or is it something that you just want someone to have? Have you ever asked that question?
No, because on the app, like Indeed.com, it literally shows like what is the requirement.
Listed under requirements, be bilingual. I seen it.
But he's going through a agency. That's okay. Caller, why don't you call the agency and ask them? What are the percentages of me being bilingual of getting a job versus not being bilingual? Because if they're just asking, sometimes those are in the applicant things, bud. But
yeah,
you don't
covering basics sometimes.
Yeah, they're covering basics, right? Because sometimes they get Spanish people, so they want to make sure that they're can speak English. You know, it can go both ways. So what I'm asking you is why don't you ask like the job requirement that you see? Why don't you call the company and say, well, is being bilingual a high requirement for this company, or is it something that you guys wanted? You got to ask the question, buddy, because
Hey, Dean, you know what? You right about that, man. It goes both ways because I didn't even think of that. When they ask, are you bilingual? It could be because they get a lot of Spanish-speaking motherfuckers applying. And they don't speak English.
There you go. So, but you don't know unless you ask, man. You're reading and she be like, oh shit, I need to learn German. Guten Tag. Wie geht's? Danke, guten Tag. I mean, you're like, what the fuck? But you've got to ask questions. Call the agency and ask the thing that you're looking for, that job, ask the question.
Hey, caller. Do you know what a stupid question? The stupid question would be.
Do you guys hire people?
No. The one you don't ask.
Oh,
that's the stupid question because you should ask it. If it's on your mind and you don't know it, you should ask it.
Right. Because what happens if you do all this, learn all this Spanish, right? And then they were like, well, no, we hey, look, this is an English speaking place. You don't need to speak Spanish. You be like, man, what the fuck? You just
I mean, yeah, but it's still nice to know Spanish, though.
Dog, I swear on all in my bones, I really feel that Consuela, that little thick ass, little fat booty chick that you want to talk to that speak a lick of English, you like, man, if I could just speak to her in her language, I probably could get her ass in a pillow, dog. But that's cool. Hey, look, if you wanna,
hey, the way he laughing, that's what he really thinking.
That's insane.
Nah, it's just I know y'all gonna think that. That's why I'm laughing. Cause, bro, I mean, you know how long it takes to learn a language? You think I'm gonna learn a language for some pussy? Like, come on, man.
Big dog. I've had jobs before that's asked the agency asked do I speak a language? And I would say no, even though I learned a little bit of German, a little bit of Spanish, and a little bit of French. But Bud, I was too busy fucking with the girls and shit to learn anything. So I don't know too much of that shit anyway. But what I'm saying to you, caller, is that maybe it's the agency asking the question and not the job asking the question. You've got to figure out who's asking the question. You can't assume that the job is asking. I'm sorry?
It's the job.
How do you know?
Because some jobs don't even have that.
How do you know it's a job asking the question?
Because like on Indeed, it'll show like different jobs.
But
some jobs will not
but the thing is, when you get with these agencies, they're doing it for them. They're not doing it for the job. I'm saying there's when you go to a agency to look for a job, think about ABC. C is the actual job, but they've got to find placement for you based off of your set of skills. So sometimes they're going to ask these things of you.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is you need to call the agency and ask about the job and say, how important is the requirement of me speaking Spanish? Because here's your problem. You're a month from graduating and you don't know a lick of fucking shit about Spanish.
No, I know what these people are.
Okay, so all right, tell me in Spanish, make me a brisket with some potatoes on the side, and then say, puta, go home. Say it in Spanish.
It won't be perfect, but
if it ain't perfect, it ain't Spanish then. You can't see what I'm saying? If it ain't perfect, it ain't Spanish. I'm asking you to say it in Spanish. So that means you don't know Spanish. Now, hey, I know puta, culo ogo. I know how to count to 10, bud.
Okay, well, I guess let me ask a bigger question, because I mean, I feel like we kind of got onto the topic of like my the job or whatever. But like, I guess knowing what you want is what I'm saying, because sometimes I'll like not do well in this, or like I'll miss a couple of days of the Spanish like learning, and I'll be like, damn, like, do I really want this? Like, how do you really know you want?
Because there are no days off in the game, brother. I don't think y'all understand this shit. I wish there were days off. There are no days off.
Hey, let me tell you something. When you want something, you can't be sick.
There's no days off.
Damn. So I don't really want nothing.
Well, you don't want to learn Spanish then, bro.
Huh?
You don't want to learn Spanish.
Well, I'm just saying, even in general, like I'm saying, like there's nothing that I don't have days off for.
That's what your problem with y'all motherfuckers today. Y'all just ain't built for this shit.
You guys, that's right. You ain't built for it. You need days off. You need those days off. I don't need no day off.
Damn.
And in Spanish, it has me on Portuga. Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna post it in there. We all can say it at one time. Make me a brisket in Spanish. Let's all here go, everybody. Let's all say it together. Has me on Portuga. Hey, everybody together. Bud, try to say it. How do you say that, Bud?
Hey, next.
So, all right. So, call it. You see what I'm saying, big guy?
Yeah.
So, what is it that you want?
Well, the thing is, man.
I don't know.
Well, hey, what he talking about ties into our next point. Self-discipline. Bro ain't got no self-discipline. You know, and you need to have self-discipline. You need this discipline. You need it to develop particular habits. You know, that's gonna keep you on your job. You know, you got to develop these habits that make your goals, you know, feasible. You know, you can't say you want to be fit and you weigh 350 pounds and you eating a lot still. You know, you if you want to be fit, you got to control your eating and all that shit that goes with fitness. And you got to eliminate fucking excuses because they keep you from growing. Show up even when you don't feel like it. Like we just said, Dean. Even when you sick, it ain't no fucking off days.
Ain't no fucking off days, man. Y'all motherfuckers stub your toe. You want to get to bed and be sick and shit. There are no off days in this thing, man. That's the saying. Success. There are no off days. And when you're sick, that really shows how bad you want it. Because some people are sick and they still work because they got to get the job done. But you don't want. Okay, young man, you're a little lazy.
A little, no, it's a lot.
Well, yeah, I know it's a lot lazy. And how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay.
I was gonna say, sound young.
You sound young. So what do you want to do in life?
My whole life, like.
Okay, wait.
What do you mean, like the near future?
All right, wait, young man, let me explain something to you. You're 22. Do you understand? Okay. You're 4 years removed from graduating, right?
Yeah.
When are we gonna come up with a plan for this weird thing called my fucking life? When are we gonna have?
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean? Oh my gosh! You should have that. Oh my gosh!
No, I feel you. No, I feel you. It's like damn.
No, but I'm saying it's not the last minute. You're in your senior year of college. Am I correct?
That's what I'm saying. I know what I'm doing. Like when I get out of college, like I'm gonna work.
At doing what? We all want to. Okay, well, you're going to have to work to pay your bills. So doing what? But do you know? You know, if you go into the army, you know, if you go into the army right now with college, you can go in probably as a sergeant. I'm not maybe a lieutenant. You probably get in there in a higher grade in the army because college moves you up. Does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Look, Bud, you know I am with these young guys.
Hey man, the service is not a bad idea.
I always say that, Bud, because I don't want y'all. It's hard out there for you, a lot of you young men, and it doesn't mean. Listen, it doesn't mean you got to be on the front range shooting. Don't listen to motherfuckers on YouTube. You don't have to be in the front line. You take the test, and they will give you a list of jobs. You can be in the fucking office for a fucking Monday through Friday and shit. So it just matters what you want to do.
I'm saying like, no, I know, because like I'm gonna get like a chemistry job, like as a chemist, like when I get out of school, and then like I might go back to school for like my PhD or even go to med school. Like I know that.
Okay.
But I'm saying like the thing about it is like I'm not going to die for this shit. You see what I'm saying?
All right, you want to be a chemist, but what's the plan? Are you living at home? Are you working right? Are you working right now?
Yeah, I'm part-time working, yeah.
What the fuck is Bud? Okay, let me explain myself in Bud, because maybe we just old motherfuckers. Do you know we wanted to get the fuck out of the house like at 17, right, Bud? You get that, right? So
yeah,
I'm out the house.
Well, I know you have to. So wait, how is a part-time job paying your bills?
No, because I'm at part-time school as well. Like the school gives me money too. Okay,
so you're in a dorm?
No, I'm like on an apartment off campus.
So how much you make a month?
Like at my job, the one I'm doing.
No. Just total. I want you to total everything up. What do you bring home a month?
Like 1,500.
Okay, and how much are your bills a month?
Like 1,000.
So then, what are you doing with the 500?
Using that shit for like gas and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean gas and clothes and fucking your waste
expenses?
No, I mean like gas, like actual gas for my car. I don't smoke.
Okay, gas and food.
Food, yeah.
Okay, so what do you have left over after gas and food and everything else?
Like 200, 250.
Okay, so you have 200. So I would assume that you don't have anything in the bank saved up, yes?
That's true.
Yeah. Oof. I know it's tough out there, man. Y'all got it. This is about a success. You see what I'm saying? You got to have your success, Bud, would be, I'm not going to go part-time, Bud. I'm going to be a Jamaican, and I'm going to work like 2 or 3 fucking jobs. I want to flip.
Hey, you gotta have a plan, man, yeah. and seem like you just accepting what's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You a full-time student?
Yes.
So man, you on your way, bro. You gotta quit being lazy though. You a good student.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
an A student.
AB.
Well, man, you seem like you got your shit together, man, but you just ain't making moves.
Yeah, because it's not some shit that like I'm really like dying for. Like I don't really think this is like my passion. It's just something
Yeah,
that
but see,
I
bro,
actually doing.
from saying your bills and all that shit, you don't even sound like you telling us the truth. I didn't say nothing, but I don't believe that shit you saying. I believe you just made up some numbers. But if that's what you want to do,
Oh,
if that's what you want to do, you can do it. But and if they are your bills and they're true, then you got to figure out, do you want to live? You can make yourself live on $1,500 or whatever a month, or you can make yourself adjust to living on more money. This is what you want.
yeah.
You 22, so then you got plenty of time to fuck up if that's what you want to do. But fucking up is wasting time.
Yeah. And that's the conversation. That's why we're talking about success. Because so
I just don't know what it looks like.
Well, you can't know what it looks like when you don't have the mentality to clear your mind to even go towards anything. You see, okay, so I'm asking, what are you doing with yourself? Like, do you go out and party? Do you go to the gym? What do you do with your free time?
I mean, I play soccer. That's my favorite thing to do on my free time.
Man, you better then you need to cut out that fucking soccer shit and cut into another job. Fuck soccer. Soccer is not gonna pay your bills. Y'all gotta make sacrifice. I don't think they understand sacrifice, but
no, man, they live with mom still.
Oh my God, man.
They don't have no real life. They don't have no real life bills.
Yeah, man. Does that
you
make
gotta have bills, man. You ain't shit if you ain't got no. Hey, how many keys you got on your key ring?
How many kids?
Keys.
Do I have on what my key? 4 or 5.
See, back in the day, if you didn't have a gang of keys on your goddamn ring, you wasn't taking care of no business. You got 4 bitches. You got 4 bitches, so you got 5 apartments. You got 5 cars. You got all of this goddamn shit you got to take care of. You thinking all day long to take care of business.
Right. Whoa.
Well, we got codes now. We just press it.
No. I see what Bud's saying. Bud's saying if you got all these bitches, you should have different apartments and you should have access to that crib and shit. But wait, excuse me, Mash Badai Nishto Batai Gakatokeka Puaya
Munakasa Dinak Padusta.
Padusa. Fuck.
Padusa.
Motherfucker, shut up. You can't be speaking out of language, motherfucker.
Hey, that's what they do. They get a little bit and then they gone.
All right, young man. Well, look, you have any other questions that we can help you with? This is good. It's a good call because this is about success, young man. And we just want to see all you win, especially you. We want to see you young men come up, and you can come up. But look, you got to put the soccer ball down and take that time and get a second job, dog.
Hey, they got to get out of that comfort zone.
Yeah, man. You gotta get that second job, and that could be your stack job. You know what I mean? All that money you make, put that straight into the bank, dog. Don't even fucking touch that shit. But you gotta have that mentality. It's like a hustler's mentality. You gotta hustle
every day.
Yeah, all day, every day.
And you gotta think if you don't do it, you ain't gonna eat today.
They ain't gonna eat it all, motherfucker. And look, I know you little young whippersnappers and shit. Stop eating all that expensive food. Stop buying them fucking expensive clothes and all that other shit.
Hey, Dean, you know what they be doing that I just can't understand? What's they that? Straight out be using DoorDash and shit, man.
As if it's a luxury, bitch. DoorDash is expensive. Man, no, y'all better stop. Hey, look, you young little motherfuckers. Look.
They don't care, man. They be spending, $22 for lunch.
Oh my god, dog! A fucking meal. Let me hold on. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pull up some on DoorDash right now to show you little motherfuckers. Man, y'all are crazy with this DoorDash. You guys want to buy a hamburger and that shit costs like a fucking steak dinner and shit.
And they don't even ring your doorbell when they drop the food off. They just put it at your door.
The brisket and everything. So, all right. So if I'm ordering, all right, let's say, gentlemen, I'm ordering this chicken meal right here. Okay, so I'm gonna order that shit. So let's see the cost of that shit. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna try to show y'all, man. Y'all crazy. All right, so let me find something. What do I want to eat? Bud, what are you in the mood for? You in the mood for some Spanish, Bud? Bud, what do you want?
I'm in the mood for some ribs.
Okay, you want some ribs. All right, let me pull up some ribs. All right, so Bud, you want some ribs. All right, so you want some ribs. All right, Bud. So is that tasty enough for you? Is that cool, Bud, right there? Is that cool?
Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, that look good.
All right, that look good. All right, so that's gonna go. So we're gonna go there. Okay, we're gonna get some ribs. So I want a half rack of baby back ribs. Okay, so here you go. Baby back ribs, half rack, Bud. Half rack of ribs. Okay, now you see that right there? $19.99, right, Bud? So I'm gonna add that item. All right, and then I'm gonna add it to the cart. And then it's gonna say continue. Now, before I press this, I got the standard delivery and all that other stuff. So before I get done with tip and everything, I ain't gonna place the order. Shit. Now remember, you gotta pay the tip as well. So I want y'all to look at the fees. See all the fees, right?
God damn it. Hey, what's that price end up being?
Let's see here, bud.
It was $19.99.
Yeah, but
look like you got another $12 on there.
Well, here's the thing. Do you want it express or do you want it standard, bud? Now, express. Now, look, here are the choices. Now, do you want it express? Do you want it standard or do you want it scheduled, bud? What do you want, bud? Let's say I'm express because, bud, I know you're hungry and you want to eat. Now, the next thing, Bud, we got to find out now. What do you want to tip the delivery guy? You want to tip him $5, $6?
Hey, I usually check other. I check other and I put my own tip on there.
So then the $19 comes up to $37.06. Look at
God damn. $37.
Yeah, man, it started off at $19, nigga, and it's 30. And I ain't gonna press this button, but hey, Bud, look, it gave me a $2 discount. It was $39, but
hey, and these kids today do that shit like it ain't nothing.
I don't do that. So.
Hey man, that shit is so crazy to me. My daughter, as much money as she borrowed from me, she ordered that shit 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh my God! And
y'all be saying, Lena, what the fuck is wrong? What you think you do? What make you think you can pay for that shit?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you Starbucks motherfuckers, y'all want y'all Vente Mocha Laca Chake Frappuccino.
Hey, them motherfuckers $7 now.
Man, that shit crazy. Let me look at Starbucks. See, Colin, I'm just trying to show y'all motherfuckers. Y'all crazy. Let me look up Starbucks because I want to see how y'all Starbucks people. Let me see coffee. All right, let me see. I want some coffee. So let me go.
Do you know you gotta go to another country to order straight coffee? You gotta go to Bolivia to order some straight coffee, man.
Hey, so you want what we got for $6? Let's get a caramel frappe. Wait, I want a caramel frappuccino blended, which is out. Wait, I'm trying to read all this shit that it has. All right, now, Bud. Would you like a tall frap, a grande frap, or a venti? What would you like, Bud?
I guess I'd take a tall.
All right, you want a tall. Okay, I'm going to add a tall. Okay, we got a tall. Now, Bud, Now, your milk requirement. Do you want coconut, almond, oat milk, vanilla sweet cream, non-dairy vanilla sweet cream, low-fat milk, 2% milk, soy, half and half, heavy cream, oat milk?
God damn.
See, all of that shit is so when they say $37 at the end, your ass won't trip.
Right. Now, hold on. Wait. We're done. No, we're not done. So, Bud, now we got to ask you on your espresso. Do you want a decaf? Do you want a half decaf, 1/3 decaf, 2/3 decaf? Do you want a blonde espresso or a signature espresso? Let's go signature. All right. So then on top of that, do you want whip? Do you want whip? We added whip with that. Okay. Now, do you want a caramel drizzle? Now, for extra $75, you get a mocha drizzle. Let's go a mocha drizzle to go with the caramel.
Extra 75 cents.
Yeah, extra 75 cents. Hold on. Wait, Bud. We're not done because they're topping options. Do you want cinnamon dole sprinkles with this cookie crumble topping?
Yeah, hook me up.
All right, I'm hooking up with the crumble. That's 60 cents on top of that. Now, do you want a line in the cup? Do you want a line? Hey, look, the line in the cup. I swear to God, they're asking about the line. Hey, line the cup. I swear to God, I'm not making it up. That's 75 cents. Let's add that on here. Now, do you want liquid sweeteners? Do you want classic syrup or honey blend? Now, they're both 99 cents, Bud. So what would you like? Classic.
Man, who in the fuck order some shit like that?
I'm not done. Hold on now. You got to have a sweetener packet. Do you want honey, sugar in raw? Now,
no didn't.
The sauce is okay. Do you want a white chocolate mocha sauce, or a dark caramel sauce? We're going to give you a dark caramel sauce. That's 95 cents, Bud. We're going to add that in there. Your syrups, Bud. Now, we already got the caramel syrup. Now, do you want a hazelnut syrup, a peppermint syrup, a sugar-free vanilla syrup, a vanilla syrup? Hey, you know what, Bud? We go brown sugar because you brown, brother. We'll go brown sugar. Now, powder, Bud. Now, do you want a vanilla bean powder, a lavender powder, or a cherry sweet powder? Now, this is 95 cents for the cherry. Now, the vanilla one is an extra 65 cents. What would you like, Bud?
Cherry.
Okay. It said cherry. All right, now, powders. Do you want an extra chocolate malt powder? That's 60 cents. You want that?
All for coffee?
I'm not done, nigga. Yeah, I'm not. This is all for coffee. Now, do you hold on? Let's see. Let's just stop right there. That's 10:45. Okay, so let's go to the end thing. 10:45. Now, Bud. Now we're at 10:45. So now, Bud, let us continue. Now, here's the question. Now, Bud. Now, do you want to express, Bud, where you get it in 13 to 23 minutes? Standard 18 to 28 minutes, or do you want to choose your time? I'll go espresso because I know you need your coffee, Bud. I know you need your coffee. Okay. Next thing I want to show you is how now your tip. Is it $2, $3, $4 tip?
Hey, they got other?
God damn it, Bud. If other means you got, you know what, you cheap motherfucker. I'm gonna go back. We'll tip them $4. We'll tip $4. Now, Bud, it started off at $7. It ended up for that motherfucker
21.
God damn.
28. And these motherfuckers be drinking that shit every day. Every day.
And they wondering where their money go.
Oh my God, man. What are we doing?
Man.
I don't
drink. Hey, caller, you didn't even know that shit, did you?
Yeah, motherfucker. Hey, y'all.
I mean, I don't touch no DoorDash, so no, I did not.
Yeah, y'all kids today. Y'all are special, okay?
So let me ask this real quick. So, or let me just say this. Like, I guess this just shows how much I don't have a goal in like my life, I guess, because like there's certain things that you want to do, like you build up little steps to do them, and you kind of try to stay consistent. And like, for example, like let's say I want to save money with like I don't want to spend too much money on food, right? Like I'll literally like try to budget myself so I don't eat that much food or take that much food or buy that much food, and then I'll still go and do it. And then like, because I'd be thinking like, bro, either way I'm gonna suffer, because if I do it right now, then it's like, like I don't eat, for example, like today, let me not go out today. I'm gonna suffer, because not suffer, but I'm not gonna enjoy the food. And then if I do wait or whatever, like basically I'm saying that I'm still gonna suffer. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying.
No, you're not gonna suffer, man. You think about suffering. See, that's you just lose. And the way you think, the way you set your thoughts up. Because if you fucking was,
Yeah.
you didn't want to spend so much money on food. I mean, you would just whatever you had to do to not do it would be the thing to do. But you looking at it because you don't do it, you're gonna suffer. That's the loser mentality.
Mhm. I just think that I do some shit just because I know it's like good to do, but I don't even like want to do it. Like kind of like the Spanish thing, I guess.
Well, if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
But I know I should though.
But for what?
Like if I want to like save money on food, then I know that I need to like not be buying so much food. I need to put like a limit on my shit.
Wait, what do you
Basically.
wait. What are you buying?
I go get like McDonald's or something when I
Oh,
got food at home.
okay. Hey, listen. Hey, Bud, I know they're gonna laugh at me, but thank God in the 7th grade, my mentor made me do 2 things, Bud. He told me to take typing 101, and he told me to go to this thing called home economics. I had
Hey, man, and I took those courses too, and nobody really told me. I took typing,
yeah,
and I took home economics too.
yeah.
Learned how to cook, learned how to use that oven.
And
Fuck
so
with a gang of bitches
learn,
every day.
hey, that's where all the bitches are at. Typing, I didn't even know there was nothing but bitches in it. There was
Nothing but bitches.
nothing but.
Hey, because back then they all wanted to be secretaries.
Right. So yeah, you gotta
That's
learn.
what I'm telling y'all. Like y'all kind of like peeped that typing would be important, so y'all did it. Kind of like what I'm doing with the Spanish.
Well, no, I'm peeping that you need to learn how to cook for yourself so you can save money and stop spending it on unless you get 99-cent things. Don't waste your money.
And when you make a hamburger and some French fries at home, that shit tastes way better than that McDonald's shit.
Yeah. You if you know how to cook a burger right, you gotta be able to cook that burger right. Hey, Bud, gotta learn how to slide under that patty and flip that bitch over a little bit, let that sizzle pop, put them holes in it, let that thing come up from the top. Oh boy, God damn it. Yeah, you gotta learn to make that hamburger, and then when you're done, you take the hamburger, slide it on a napkin so the grease can drizzle down a little bit and get on the bottom of the napkin. Then you slide that bitch on the bun. Hey, but wait, before you put it on the bun, you take a little bit of butter, Bud.
Hey, yeah.
You put it in the pan a
Good, how
little
are you?
bit. You take the bun and you rub it around the pan to get that sear on it, a nice butter crust and everything. Put that, man, come on, dog. It makes it real fluffy too. Oh, come on.
Ding, god damn, you lost me when you said bun, god damn it, because we never had buns.
Oh yeah, you had
That's
bread.
a couple of slices of bread.
Oh, I forgot you can afford. I see, but hey, Bud, you can still get bread. You put it in the toaster. You get a light crust on it. Then you can put the butter on that bitch and put that on there. So, hey, man, I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying, there's ways to make money. Hey, you got to hustle this shit, dog. You got to cut corners the best way you can because you got to live for tomorrow. Don't live for fucking today. Live for tomorrow. Because tomorrow your tire could pop. I'm not wishing anything bad. Tomorrow it'll be a check engine light. You got to do the oil maintenance. You got to do the transmission. You got to do the fluid. There's a lot of things with life. So don't fuck it off with buying a bunch of burgers and clothes. Are you buying name brand clothes?
No, I don't do that.
You better not
I barely
do that.
buy clothes.
Okay, good. Don't buy any name brand clothes. Now, for y'all women out there, y'all do that shit. But I'm saying for y'all guys that don't buy that name brand shit, that's women shit.
No.
All right,
Louis
Carlo.
V.
All right, we'll throw you back in because we got to live 15 more minutes left of the show, buddy. So we if you need us, just let us know, okay, brother?
Cool. I appreciate it.
All right, we got you, young man. That was a good success conversation, guys. If y'all got a question, put a Q. We got you guys, okay? So this guy says, is vaping bad for you? If so, how do you smoke and you're still alive and living a long life?
Man, I mean, do you answer that kind of shit?
Nigga, that's on you. He ain't asking my motherfucking ass. I'd have been like, bitch, what the fuck does it fucking matter? Why? I mean, what is
It don't really. I mean, if you want to vape, vape. If you want to smoke cigarettes, smoke them. That's on you. That's your life.
Yeah, that's your life, man. Don't let another man. I don't understand what.
I don't answer that kind of goddamn shit,
Yeah,
man.
what the fuck is wrong with y'all motherfuckers, man? God damn.
I mean, is vaping good for you? God damn. They say on TV it's not. You know, they promote it as it was, Dean, but then you hear all these doctors' reports about vaping addiction is out of control now.
So vaping can be an addiction? Vaping
Addiction is just took over where cigarettes left off.
Oh, is there nicotine in the vapes?
Most of them.
Oh, so that's the nicotine. They get them on the nicotine. Then it's the nicotine addiction.
It's the same habit.
Oh wow, I didn't know
just
that.
A different way to get it.
Oh, because they thought they trying to be cool and shit, and you know.
They thought they was getting rid of the smoke and all of that shit, but that shit nicotine is still in there.
Oh, so they want to be cool. So I heard they got sticks when you suck it in, they light up like it's like a cigarette, but it's like a light or something. So it makes
but it's a battery. Yeah, but that's that's not. I think that's vaping too, but it's not the same.
Oh, these young motherfuckers, man. I don't judge people that smoke. If you want to smoke, do it on. If you want to do it, it's a choice. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I can't. I'm not your father. You know what I mean? But if you want to smoke, smoke. But I guess if you vaping, I say that's an addiction. I've never heard
that question is like saying, how do you keep from getting ran over by a truck? I mean, shit. How to stay out the goddamn way?
Yeah. I'm just saying that. Hey, I didn't know. They say the nicotine vape is worse than the cigarette. Oh shit! Damn. You better smoke a stogie then. You better. If that was the case and I was smoking, I guess I would smoke a stogie than a vape pen. If vaping is, if the nicotine is strong, I guess I don't know how nicotine works, but.
I ain't well, shit. I say I ain't hooked to it. I still smoke them little Swissers.
Oh,
hey, man, but motherfuckers be tripping on shit, man. I seen a thing on vaping where the girl, she had to have it or she would start, withdrawing.
Wow.
And she would act weird when she started withdrawing, rubbing her arms and shit like she needed a shot.
Damn. What?
Yeah, but then she looked had red bumps all over her face and shit. So that shit could be terrible.
Well, well, my whole thing is for them, you shouldn't be able to afford cigarettes, especially at a young age when you're trying to save money. You know what I mean? But like,
fuck cigarettes as well. No, man.
Well, I'm not gonna say fuck cigarettes. I'm just saying that if you don't have you can't complain that I don't have money if you're putting your money into I'm not the cash police, so I can't say smoking is bad for somebody. That's not me to say that. I'm just saying that for these youngsters, when it comes to success, they're going to have to start investing better and saving money and versus just spending it like there's a money tree in their backyard. You know what I mean?
Man, I don't know if you've been paying attention to what this fucking Trump is doing, man, but as far as spending money, these kids are really going to be shocked as fuck when they go in the store to buy some food.
Why? What's going to happen?
The tariffs, man. Everything that's shipped in here got a 10% tariff on it, which is going to affect us in the store. And if you already looked at, let's say, potato chips, the big bag of potato chips is $5 motherfucking dollars.
$5. Hey, what potato chips?
Any of them.
Hey, damn. Damn.
Well, except the store brand potato chips might be $4, and you don't like them. You know.
No, hey, remember the no name brand cereal? I never ever ate Fruity Pops or Fruity-O's and shit.
Hey, man, if it ain't,
I had name brand.
hey, if it ain't some shit that I recognize, I ain't fucking with it. That shit that they be selling. They got Oreo cereal that look like Oreo cookies, but it's soft and spongy. Not spongy, but it's soft. What I'm saying is that shit can't be in the milk but a few seconds before it's soggy as fuck.
But don't tell me you dip cookies in milk.
No, I don't anymore, but I did.
Okay. So you used to did you hold your pinky up when you dipped and shit?
Probably. Hey, man, I don't really eat sweets like that no more, but I used to eat the shit out of some cookies and milk.
I ain't even gonna go there. We have a question. I have a question. Are the two of you the only two that like each other? There's no other than to think like you guys have y'all found at least one or two more men that's on your. No, what I'm saying is, as far as thinking about level, you got to find people that are winners. You got to find people that's going to push you, that's going to challenge you, is going to tell you the truth, even when you don't want to hear it. So
they don't have to be somebody you hang out with every day.
Right.
Just, you run into a motherfucker that's real. You got to recognize it, and you can kick it whatever amount of time y'all gonna kick it. But as far as finding other dudes like Steve, man, there may be one or two or whoever. There's another motherfucker like Steve, but he's on the far eastern corner of the goddamn world. What the fuck would I want to look for his ass for?
you mean the galaxy, motherfucker? I don't know what you mean. Yeah. Hey, you talking about?
Hey, I gotta make it where they can at least see what I'm saying. They can't see the galaxy, man.
Hey, well, I'm just saying, you at least could have said the planet of Nika. I mean, you sitting there talking about the other side of the world, man. We talking galaxies, motherfuckers. Come on, man.
Hey, don't fuck with me, man. I've been watching hella Star Treks.
Oh, really?
Lately. Listen, man, I am very serious. I found, on this stream and shit, you get asked for shit. So I said, I want Star Trek. Man, they got the original Star Trek. They got the Picard Star Trek. They got the motherfucker Pike Star Trek. They got about 8 Captain Kirk big old episodes. I've been watching the shit out of that shit.
Oh, so are you a Trekkie now?
I've been a Trekkie. I was cool with Kirk on the first Star Trek.
Because Kirk was getting some pussy.
Kirk was fucking all kind of motherfuckers. Hey, even the motherfuckers that was ugly as fuck.
Right, he was looking at the green bitches and shit.
Hey, if they had a shape, Kirk went up in them. Kirk said it was one time Kirk they had on their spaceship a translator, and whoever was from whatever place they would turn this translator on and it would translate. But then Kirk told him he didn't want that translator no more. He wanted something made to where anybody that was in his realm on his ship, whatever language they spoke, came out in English. And then sometimes, they would speak in their native tongue, but most times it came out in English.
Everything came out in English.
Kirk was a motherfucker, man.
He was a motherfucker, right.
Yeah,
exactly.
He was a motherfucker. And he was busting that motherfucking black ass Aurora or whatever. He was busting her out.
And the doctor. And the doctor. He was fucking them all, man. Kirk was fucking. He was fucking them all.
No joke.
Kirk wasn't no joke, man. Guys, we got about 7 minutes left. You got a question. Al X, I am going to ignore your question because that is a very disrespectful question to ask. Nobody's hooking you up with a motherfucking thing. And if you ever ask that question again, get your bitch ass out the room. That's disrespectful to those that are actually playing. Ain't nobody gonna hook your motherfucking ass up. So stop asking that shit. Anyway,
see, the next thing on here was growth happens when you face challenges head on. And they say, well, how do you face challenges head on? You just heard Steve do it. Soon as that motherfucking shit was read, he just slammed him like he's supposed to.
You're supposed to, man. Don't be, that's disrespectful asking for a hookup, man. The fuck is wrong with you, motherfucker? Why don't you hook your ass up?
And winners, real winners, will take risks, but those risks are like calculated risks.
Oh, always. They will always.
And they don't allow the fear of what they're thinking about doing holding them back.
Right.
And if what we thinking is, can be adjusted, we could pivot.
Yes.
We could pivot right away and learn from it, and stay straight going forward. See, it's so much that we do naturally that we trying to, in these Monday shows, we trying to break down something into little tiny steps so you can take these fucking steps and you can get what we talking about. But will you do it? I doubt it.
Yeah. So last round of questions. Y'all got a question? Go ahead and ask. We got y'all, man, and we will be happy. Let's see here. Miss Washington, find a lawyer. We're not lawyers. We're men, but find a lawyer, young lady. Find a lawyer. That's a law question. I can't help you with your bad decision of that motherfucker that ain't shit. So anyway,
hey, Dean, you ever heard the statement water seeks its own level?
Yes.
So that bro don't understand that goes for women too.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever she chose and was whoever fucked up, what does that say about her?
Yeah, we got a call right here. Erico 832, what's your name and what's your question?
Hello?
What's your name?
Mr. Hicks.
Okay, what's your question, sir?
Yes, Steve. I had a wrench before. That's why I asked that.
You had what once before?
Nigga, what is your question? You ain't getting no wrench, bitch. What is your question?
All right, how do I gain it back there?
Bitch, I said you ain't getting one. I've given you several times and you fucked up. So don't ask me. This the guy asked you about smoking and shit. What the fuck is your question, man?
Nah, that's really it, Steve and Rosebud, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all some good coaches and stuff, but that was really my question.
Nah, we ain't good coaches because you keep fucking up every time we do something for you. You keep doing shit your way. Why the fuck are you asking about vape pens?
Because I've seen people using them, and it's kind of got me like wanting to try them out and stuff.
So you're telling me because do you see what I'm saying? Why people aren't all successful? You're telling me because you see people smoke vape pens, you want to do it because you see people doing it?
Yes, Steve.
All right, man. We're gonna let you.
You ever see motherfuckers shoot heroin?
Nah, I'm not into that. It was just I tried.
Well, are you into vaping?
Well,
no.
Yeah, I tried it before. Yeah, I also tried that.
Weak-minded, dog.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Thank you for the call, man. This ain't for it. That's crazy, man. Y'all got to find last call. This will be probably last call. We got a few more minutes. 850. What's your name? What's your question, sir? What's up?
Hey, this is Jarrell. I'm just calling to try and figure out how do I break the occurrence of speaking improper, and should I want to break the occurrence of speaking improper?
Okay, wait. Can you speak in?
What the fuck do you mean?
What is improper? What are you talking about?
As far as saying ain't and y'all.
Oh man, come on.
How old are you, buddy? How old are you?
20.
Okay, wait. Can you get off your speaker and speak up? Get off your speaker real quick.
I think it's just that I have an iPhone.
Okay, sir. Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
so, do you have a handicap or mental disability?
No, sir.
Then why are you asking us a question like you're on the fringe, what is that shit they call the spectrum? Why are you asking that spectrum question?
I was just asking a question that
caller
on the spectrum. What is? I mean,
on the spectrum means there's something off, and you asking us a dump. You're asking us, should you talk what proper? What are you asking us?
I'm saying as far as articulating yourself, when you're articulating yourself, you know,
Hey, caller. Listen to what you're saying and the words you're using. And to ask that question is stupid because you don't even sound like you use them fucking words. Do you?
I do use
Well, let me ask you this. Proper English, you know, ain't wasn't a word, right? When we came up in school, ain't wasn't a word. Y'all wasn't a word. But are they words now? Look them up. They're in the dictionary. And the reason I'm saying that is because vernacular changes over time. And ours have really changed as far as what's proper to say and what's not. So what I'm leading to is that's a stupid ass fucking question because you're supposed to say what the fuck you want to.
Okay.
So why are you asking us this question real quick, Carl, before we wrap it up?
Well, I just wanted to see if there was something that I could work on just to.
Okay, is this for women or a job? Why are you asking? Who is this for?
For myself, just in general, just when you're speaking, you know, a lot of times I've asked myself, well, am I speaking clear? Or that's it.
Bro, that's something that simply makes you not believe what you think. That kind of shit. That's the only purpose it serves. Weakens your confidence in yourself.
Caller, why are you asking this? Because does this have to do with a woman or something?
No, I was just out at Del Tacos, and I just talked to my class graduates, and the words that I said, I was like, dang, I really didn't articulate myself right there when I was.
What did you say?
Leaving out.
What did you say?
I said, well, I haven't seen y'all in a while, and
Hey, wait. Why was that the wrong word?
Well, I wasn't saying it was the wrong word, but it just, to me, it sounds funky, like when it comes out of my mouth, I guess you could say.
You got something against being, I don't know, maybe you ain't, but you got something about black motherfuckers?
What is it?
You got something about black ass motherfuckers? Because all of that shit you talking is stemming from when white people used to say the way we talk was wrong. The words we use are wrong. And the point that they've actually accepted is as long as a motherfucker know what you mean, you could use whatever word you want to fucking use. Y'all included. Did they know you didn't mean you hadn't seen you all?
Come again?
See, that's what I'm saying. You don't even know that's what y'all mean. Y'all means you all.
You all.
Did you know that, bro?
Yeah. Oh, you all? Yeah. I know
Yeah.
that. That's a word.
Yeah, y'all. That's what y'all means.
Did you not know that?
No, I knew that.
So then what is the problem with you asking the question? Or making that statement, sir? Excuse me.
Because them motherfuckers certainly knew what you was talking about.
Right. They knew what you're talking about. Did they correct you?
No.
So
I
they
was
didn't
just
correct
second
you.
guessing myself.
Oh my God. This
is
why the aliens don't attack. This is why they don't attack Earth. All right, caller, we'll throw you back in, man. You might need to get some therapy, dog. There's something broken in you, dog. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, all right, bud. I know it's that time, guys. So, guys, go and get Bud, AC, AskRosebud@gmail.com. If y'all need to get at him, get at me, the Man Mindset, guys. So we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Bud, do you have anything to say?
No, I'm cool. As long as you guys call in and talk to us for real, we good.
All right, guys. And we will see you guys next Monday. Okay, guys?
We out.
We out.